put on by you and your city so far. Must be a thrill for you guys to host something like this.
It sure has been, I'll tell you what, Dick. I mean, I was national anthem, you start thinking about things, and my dad and mom passed away, but they were a part of that Blue Line Hockey Club, and I bet you they're just smiling like crazy today.
Well, growing up in Moorhead, this is an awfully big deal for you.
You know what, it sure is. I've had a lot of texts and phone calls from alumni, and it just means so much. You look around here and see all these people. I'll tell you what, when I was playing outdoors back when I was growing up, I'd be lucky if I had as many people on the bench here with me watching us play back when we were growing up. And now, you know, it's just a great event, but a lot of volunteers, as we talked about. That's been the big part of this whole thing. So, you know, all those volunteers have done this, and Terry Cullen talking to him before the game. We have other plans to do some other things with this rink. We'd like to put a roof over it and then cement it so we could use it for inline skating and then outdoors. So we're going to keep moving this project forward with obviously the coverage that you guys have done to help us build this facility.
Dave, thanks for the help and the hospitality. Now to center ice, Governor Mark Dayton will drop the ceremonial first puck. And Governor Dayton, with a hockey background, a goaltender of some note, and he, I think, is going to join us here sometime during the first period.
Yeah, he came walking in with his Wild hat on, showing support for the boys. Big win last night. We'll have the Wild game for you later tonight at 8 o'clock against the St. Louis Blues from downtown St. Paul.
How you doing today?
Hey, doing good.
Good luck to you, Mark Dayton.
Yeah.
Good to see you. You guys have a good season?
Yeah.
Good, all right.
Strong.
Good.
We're looking good going into the playoffs.
All right. Good luck to you. That's right. Get the momentum there. Like the Packers, right? Doesn't matter the regular season. What happens when they get to the playoffs.
That's right.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good year. Good story about you guys in the Pioneer Press today. Are you ready? All right, let's play hockey. I'm going to give it to your player Duke there. I read about him. Good luck to you. I'm going to give it to their player there, Duke, who's
Ryan Holler, the player from Hill Murray, being addressed by Governor Mark Dayton, and Ben Dota, the Moorhead player. Quite a thrill for those two young men.
Yeah, you get to meet the governor. Now Mark Dayton going to present the puck to Duke Piper, and that's the real story to me with this Hill Murray hockey team. And former player, now the student manager, and just really a special individual.
Give that to Duke. Thank you.
Well, there's Tim Shaughnessy. He'll be in goal for Hill Murray. Microscopic goals against average. Hill Murray has really blown out a lot of their opponents as of late, and there is the aforementioned Michael Bitzer.
Yeah, two of the state's best in between the pipes. Both wear number 33, both very quick side to side. Watch the footwork with these young men tonight. They can really get it done in that net. I think rebound control for both will be the key. Bobby Bruschi in the center circle for Hill Murray, and Christian Bryant taking the draw for the host Moorhead Spuds. Here's Kevin Schultz for Hill Murray behind his net and tied up there. Blake Heinrich sends the puck along the boards. Jake Gensel out near the point. Now a shot deflected in front by Terry Lebo and cleared to center ice. Jacob Uglum fires it back in behind the Hill Murray net. Here's Kevin Schultz. Moorhead trying to bottle up Hill Murray here early on. Now up ahead, it's Ben Baugh who sends it wide of Michael Bitzer. And the puck tied up along the near boards and now cleared to center. J.D. Catronio fires it to the blue line. Rolling in, Bitzer feeds it to the boards. Nick Oxton for Moorhead. Now spinning away is Eric Brink. Tripping along the far boards was Tony Uglum. And now Hill Murray firing it in on goal, and Bitzer's there with a save. Yeah, Bitzer makes his first save of the game. He was screened, so he moved further back in the net to buy himself some time, went down to that butterfly position, and swooshed that puck over to the corner.
Jonah Johnson took the shot from the point. And the Spuds bottled up in their own end. And it's cleared to center ice. Here's Eric Brink. Brink tries to wrap around. Lost the puck on the attempt. Brink stays with it, swipes at it. Puck comes free. And Kevin Becker lost it at the blue line. Big hit at center ice. Now Hill Murray comes away with it. Flipping it in is Andy Faust. Back to the point. Backhand flip. Knocked down in the slot. Puck rolling free and up over the glass, out of play. And the Wells Fargo team profile, teams we're usually used to seeing in the month of March.
Absolutely. Hill Murray with those 3 state championships, the most recent in 2008. And obviously Moorhead, they've been down to state 11 times, 7-time runner-up for the Moorhead Spuds. They've been knocking on that door. Both great programs throughout the state of hockey.
Hill Murray controlling the puck deep in the Moorhead end. And now the Spuds break it out. Christian Bryant brings it across the line. Brendan Johnson wrestling for the puck in the corner. John Philippi for Hill Murray. And now out to the point. Uckland stops it at the blue line, sends it back around, and cleared to center ice. Travis Wood fires it up the boards, and now picked up by Lauren French. French across the blue line, wrist shot up high and gloved and controlled by Michael Bitzer. There'll be a face-off in the Moorhead end. Dick Bramer along with Kevin Gorg, and we've got a team in white and a team in black this afternoon. That's nice. Jim Rich will be interviewing players during the intermission as well. And we're very happy to have Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton with us. And Governor, your hockey background, there's a shot deflected out in front and sent to the corner, and now the Spuds come back to center ice. Simon Selberg loses the puck. But Governor, your hockey background a little bit more extensive than Al Franken's, I think.
I was a hockey goalie back, as my sons would say, in the days when they used dinosaur bones for goalie sticks. Like you, Kevin, I guess.
What was your style? Were you a butterfly goaltender?
I just tried to stuff the puck any way I could. I had more fun. Of course, it was all outdoors back when I was growing up. You know, this is right back to where I was, except we had to shovel our own rink there. No Zambonis back then either.
And they've upgraded that sweeping of the ice, and we just saw a big save by a goaltender named Michael Bitzer. He's got the orange hat on. That's a unique look for a goaltender.
That's a different look for sure. Now, you won a state tournament. I'm in envy of you. That's very special.
I had a real good team in front of me. It was 1985. Tom Osiki was our coach, one of the legendary coaches in the state of Minnesota. We ironically ended up playing Hill Murray in the championship game. It was a lot of fun. What a thrill.
That's a thrill of a lifetime. And you coach the girls, and of course, girls hockey now is big in Minnesota as the boys, which really is very exciting too to see.
Been real fortunate to be on the game.
Enjoy the sport. I said that hockey enabled me to survive childhood and adolescence.
How about the crowd here too, Governor? Look at the people lined up out to watch. I'd guess around 3,000 fans, vocal fans during the national anthem. What a thrill for Moorhead.
Fabulous turnout here today. A perfect day for outdoor hockey, and just two of the great teams. Of course, Wayzata and Rosso earlier game. I mean, 4 of the great hockey programs in Minnesota.
Well, Murray keeping the puck in, not cleared out to center and all the way down the ice. Well, what brings you up here? You're just much of a hockey fan. You wanted to be up here?
Absolutely. I went snowmobiling in Alexandria this morning for the snowmobile day, and here I'm for hockey day, and that job doesn't get any better than that.
That's the neat thing about Minnesota. You know, people talk about how tough our winters are, but if you get out and embrace it with the snowmobiling, with this type of setting, with hockey, it goes by a little quicker. We know summer's just around the corner, but we like to enjoy the time we have outside all year. And that's what Hockey Day to me is all about.
It's one of the great traditions of Minnesota, of course. It was a sad day in my growing up when it was getting above freezing in February, because that meant the ice was going out. That was the end of the season. The indoor ice year-round back then. I'm dating myself.
Moorhead coming away with it. Dick Bramer, Kevin Gorg, joined by Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton. The puck rolling free, and covering up is Tim Shaughnessy. You know, I think you have to be a Minnesotan, though, don't you, to appreciate outdoor hockey and snowmobiling, as you said. You try to explain what we do up here in the wintertime, and people south of the Mason-Dixon line think we're crazy.
Well, as I said in the movie The Godfather, it keeps all those pain in the rear end innocent bystanders away, you see. So it's good to have a good cold winter, I think. It's the blood moving. But yeah, we're a different lineup of folks here, to our credit.
Cleared out to center ice, and Moorhead Now losing it. This is Lauren French for Hill Murray, bringing it across. French with a shot blocked in front, backhanded wide of the net.
I watch some of these goalies now doing the splits like that, and I cringe. You know, if I did a butterfly today, you'd have to lift me off the ice with a crane.
Yeah, these guys are such great athletes. They train year round. Now watch the Wild on a regular basis, and to watch guys like Jose Theodore and Nicholas Backstrom, they do more work now off the ice than they do on the ice. And that's why they're so flexible, as you talked about, able to move the way they move in the net.
Had a bit of a power surge here off the ice, and so we apologize for the technical difficulty that resulted because of the power surge. No score here. We're down to about 11.5 minutes left in the first period here between Hill Murray and Moorhead. Now behind the net.
Good save.
And Bitzer steers it behind the net. Cleared out to center ice. And Hill Murray doing a nice job bottling up the Spuds.
Yeah, the neat thing about Hill Murray, you can't tell who their first or fourth line is. They don't stand out because they're so balanced. And that's a trademark of Bill Lechner. Such a good coach, develops the young guys, and they seem to get better as the year goes on. And we talked about it in our open. They are peaking right now.
Last 5 games have been 5 wins for Hill Murray by a combined score of 45-3. So yes, indeed, they appear to be peaking at the right time. Our thanks to Governor Mark Dayton for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of Hockey Day Minnesota.
Sure will. You have a good game. Thanks very much for having me.
Win big with Menards and Fox Sports North. Just visit any participating Menards location and pick up your entry to win. One lucky grand prize winner will win a spring training baseball trip for 2, including airfare, 2 nights lodging, and admission for 2 to a spring training professional baseball game. One grand prize winner will be randomly selected. Visit any participating Menards location for complete sweepstakes rules and details. Brought to you by Menards and Fox Sports North.
Welcome back to Hockey Day Minnesota. No score here in the first period between Hill Murray and Moorhead. I'm sorry about that. Thinking about the early game. And also we got a chance to check out the Moms game. Yep, across the street, Morningside Park, where Matt Cullen honed his skill. The Moorhead Moms actually have a team. They practice every Sunday night, they tell me, and they go at it over there. And this afternoon they played the Brainerd's mom teams, and they defeated them 3-1. And they have great coaching because Terry Shercliffe, of course, who is a great coach here in the Moorhead area, is the guy that gives them their pointers. And one of the things I overheard was the kids were yelling at the moms, guys. They were telling them, hey, Mom, don't stand around. We spend too much money for you to play hockey. Don't just stand around on the ice. Guys?
That's great, Jim, and we are in Moorhead, just in case you forget that again. And
thank you.
Speaking of the moms, they're going to join us for the instructional later this afternoon. Bumped into them after the banquet last night. They're looking forward to showing us their true skills.
Well, there's not a player on the ice here today who would be here today without the moms, right?
Absolutely.
Moms,
and I remember the days, Dick, laying down in the living room and having my mom strap the pads on for me because I was too little to figure out how to get those bad boys on. All the little things behind the scenes, the 6 a.m. practices, driving all throughout the state to get the kids to the rink on time, the scrimmages, all the tournaments, they do it all for you.
No score in the game, and Bitzer leaning to his left, and a shot and a goal by, it was Bobby Bruschi, I believe, who got the goal.
Innocent looking play as it developed. It might be Catronio that gets credit for it. 27 in black, and he's actually a defenseman that was in on the attack on the forecheck. We talked about the depth of Hill Murray. J.D. Catronio showing that. This is a defenseman. Look, the way he plays the game, kind of like Brent Burns, and look at that. Right up in the upper corner with that backhand. Watch this little tricky move with the hands. Strange to see a defenseman down low on the forecheck. When you've got that kind of depth and skating skill that Bill Lechner's Pioneers have, you can see it.
It is J.D. Catronio gets the game's first goal. And Hill Murray racing up the ice, firing it into the Moorhead end. And first man to the puck is Eric Brink, and Brink fires it right on, and Shaughnessy with the save. And holding on, the face-off will come in the Hill-Murray end.
Nice shot that time by Brink. He was down the near side, didn't have a lot of options in the slot. When you don't have somewhere to pass the puck, your best bet is to throw it hard at the net. He did that high to the short side. Nice save by Tim Shaughnessy. And back to the goal scorer, J.D. Catronio. His grandpa Lou actually dropped the ceremonial first puck a couple years ago when Hockey Day Minnesota was at Phelan Park in St. Paul. That was neat.
1-0 Hill-Murray. Moorhead now with the puck, skating into the circle. Shot off the inboards and back up against the net. Shaughnessy hugging that left post. Here's Tony Uglum trying to backhand it in, and it comes in on goal, and Shaughnessy covers up.
Shaughnessy, again, one of the state's elite goaltenders, and both these teams with aspirations of making it to that state tournament. We got the benches mic'd for sound. You can hear that throughout our broadcast with some of the instructions from that bench. And also want to wish the Hill-Murray girls good luck. They've got section playoffs starting tonight. Sydney Fabian and her friends will get it cranked up. They've got one of the top 10 teams in the state.
That's what you think it's going to be like when we get back there. That's what we want to play in that end. You understand? Get the puck.
We'll get some coverage from those sectional games throughout the afternoon. Ann Carroll will be out to watch some of the boys' games, which are still regular season games. And as we mentioned, the girls' section playoffs start tonight.
Some ice repair around the Hill-Murray goal.
A physical start to this game. A lot of bodies around that blue paint, and that's probably what happened.
It's 1-0 Hill-Murray. And the Moorhead program has been a fixture in state hockey annals.
Yeah, their alumni so proud of this hockey community, and none more proud than wild forward Matt Cullen.
It's just a sense of pride in the fact that this is where you're from. We have a lot of guys that have made it to the NHL or are on their way to the NHL, and you just feel good about that. I mean, everybody works together within that small town and that program to be successful, and we've had a lot of success, and everybody kind of takes a little bit of ownership in that and a little bit of pride from that.
What a year Matt Cullen has had, and obviously from talking to him throughout the season, he was so excited to see how this day would unfold in his hometown. I had a chance to sit next to his father, a legendary coach, last night at the banquet, and the pride, you can feel it when you walk around the area. Being up here the last couple of days, you know, Hockey Day Minnesota is so much to so many people, but specifically the town that gets to host, it really amps everything up. And Matt Cullen has had a tremendous season for the Minnesota Wild, I think, along with John Madden and Staubitz and Nystrom on the other side. Those 4 off-season moves, subtle at the time, but all 4 paying off for the Minnesota Wild as they make this playoff push.
A little bit of a weather issue that has led to some ice repair. I suppose a combination of the temperature hovering around 30 degrees. The sun has been shining down on that end of the ice pretty much all day long, and so it's gotten chopped up a little bit. They've tried to repair it, and fire department is on its way. They've got some CO2 they're going to spray to try to seal up the ice a little bit.
This is really minimal compared to what we had to overcome last year in Hermantown. It was in the 40s, and there was rain and sleet. You remember being sidelines for that one. This is just one of those situations where the sun at this point, where the darker ice is, the blue lines and the blue paint in the crease, will need a little extra work.
Christian Bryant taking the draw for Moorhead. The Spuds control the puck off the draw. Back to the point, then back into the corner and behind the net, where Brendan Johnson picks it up for Moorhead. Now the Pioneers working up along the board. Rink-wide pass picked off by Gensel. And the pass offside will have a face-off just outside the blue line.
That's Jake Gensel for Hill-Murray, number 20 out there, a name quite familiar to Minnesota hockey fans. His father, Mike Gensel, former assistant coach at the University of Minnesota, now the assistant coach down at Nebraska, Omaha. And Dean Blaze and that staff having a terrific season as they fight for one of the top spots in the WCHA.
Shaughnessy handles the bouncing puck. Puck cleared to center ice, but Jacob Uglum picks it up for the Spuds. Petronio got the goal, and now he feeds the puck out to center ice. Now tipped away where Terry Lebo has it from Moorhead. Off the far boards, back out to center ice, picked up by Petronio. Petronio's pass deflected to center ice for Bob. feeds it against the boards. And now Johnson retreats. Just gets it across the line. Ba has it. Fans on the pass. Picks up the loose puck. Brings it into the zone. Ben Ba backhand. The puck rolls right in front of the net through the crease. And the net comes off its moorings. And I guess the ideal weather for something like this, Kevin, might be overcast and about 22 degrees rather than sunny and 33.
Yeah, the sun's been the big factor, but Denny Bushy has done a phenomenal job for about a year getting this facility ready and keeping this ice pristine as it's been throughout the weekend. And we'll hear from Denny Bushy in one of our intermissions tonight. But fabulous job here by Moorhead to have this rink in such good condition.
There's Eric Brink trying to break through up the slot, but loses control of the puck. And now retreating is Nick Oxton from Moorhead. He fires it over the glass and into the crowd.
Souvenir for the fans, and the pace slowed a little bit here in the middle part of the period. Early on, a lot of bodies flying around, a real physical tempo set by both these teams. Early, we saw a couple of chances at the net, both goaltenders making early saves. But since Hill Murray got the first goal by Cotroneo, game's kind of broken down. It's really slowed down a notch or two.
Here's Oxton circling around his own net. Now the puck teed up and a blast fired wide by Jake Gensel. Glove save. Ryan Holler with a wrist shot. And Bitzer was there to make the save. It's 1-0 Hill Murray in the first period. We're in Moorhead, Hockey Day, Minnesota.
The Unprepared Man's Guide to the Outdoors. For the unprepared man, there's only one rule when packing for the outdoors. Can it fit into a briefcase? Any survival briefcase includes a few basics: an energy drink, lip balm, a change of dress shoes, and a quality shoe polish. If room permits, pack some entertainment.
Don't be that guy. Come into Gander Mountain and get everything for your next outdoor adventure. Gander Mountain, we live outdoors.
Welcome back. Hill Murray leads 1-0 over the host Moorhead Spuds. There's a good look at senior goaltender Tim Shaughnessy. Ridiculously good numbers and quite a story for this young man. He's had a chance to be a pro for the day. Last year at the Wild Skills competition, there he is shutting down Andrew Brunette. As the day went on, he was starting to get trash talked by Mikko Koivu. It came down to this. Koivu in alone on Shaughnessy, and Tim Shaughnessy not only stops him, but then he taunts the face of the franchise, gets the glove down low, a memory that'll last a lifetime. He shut down one of the league's best.
And they're scraping, shoveling the ice in front of the Hill Murray goal. And you had Ron Gardenhire in goal facing well, I don't know, Terry Steinbach was out there. I don't know if you can call
Darby
it.
was out there.
Darby was out there, yeah. He's a good hockey player.
Tell you what, the skipper showed some athletic abilities. He's played enough, infield in his day to have those reflexes, and he was out there flashing the leather. I was super impressed. Number one, that he'd go out there and allow us to shoot pucks at him, but number two, the level that he played at.
Well, we're ready to resume play here shortly with the ice repair by the Hill Murray goal. Face-off will be at the other end. It's 1-0 Hill Murray. For the fans, this is ideal weather. We had the precipitation in Hermantown last year that made it kind of a sloppy mess for everybody. Nothing anybody could do about it. It just wasn't ideal. But for the fans, this is about as perfect a weather as you can have to watch outdoor hockey.
Yeah, the fans are really enjoying it. Quick update: the Moorhead Squirts went down to the White Bear tournament. Squirt A's fell to the Sibley Warriors 8-3. Big win for Sibley. That's the neat thing right now, Dick. There's hockey at all levels, all across the state going on today. This Hockey Day Minnesota is far more than just this setting here.
The Uglums work the puck up the ice for Moorhead, but now Hill Murray comes away with it. Centering pass picked away by Uglum. And now swept away. Nice defensive play by Lauren French as he spoiled a scoring chance for Moorhead. Through traffic, partially through traffic. Shot taken by Philippi. Now right in front, and Bitzer with a save. Rebound picked away by Nick Uglum. And fed to the far boards were Jacob Uglum. Fires it eventually out to center ice. Fanning on the shot was Andy Faust, and the puck cleared down the ice. And Travis Wood has it for Hill Murray. Set it too far up the ice, and now Christian Bryant chases it for Moorhead. Centered in front, deflected all the way through to the near board. Fired out to center. Gensel is there for Hill Murray. Bob feeds it behind the net. Noah Julin comes away with it for Moorhead. And finally cleared out to center. High off the glass. Nick Oxton fired it off the boards. And now he retrieves the puck in the corner.
Murray getting their forecheck on right now. Aggressive down low with two forwards playing physical.
Christian Bryant tries to break it out for Moorhead. Stolen away, fed behind the net. Centered in front. Bitzer or traffic stopping it. It's cleared out near the point and finally out to center ice. A little over 5 minutes left. Big hit at center ice. And the puck rolls free into the Hill Murray end. Ben Welly has his shot deflected to the corner. Simon Selberg. And here come the Pioneers. Zach Lavelle across the line. Lavelle with a shot. Bitzer steers it aside. Rebound shot hits the side of the net. And right out in front, the puck knocked free to the near board. Many scoring opportunities for the Spuds here late in this first period.
Hill Murray's done a nice job of putting Moorhead back on their heels. They've done that by really establishing the forecheck, and then it's only this area right here. The neutral zone has been all Hill Murray about the 5-minute mark of this period on.
About 4 minutes left in this first period with Hill Murray leading it 1-0. Sean Kunkel with the puck for Moorhead. Cody Raymond comes out of there with the puck for Moorhead for a while. Now dumped back out to center. Kunkel for Ben Dota, and now behind the net it's Tony Uglum trying to work it free for the Spuds. Dota spun around. And the puck continues to be tied up along the boards. Now picked up at center by Sean Kunkel. John Philippi for Hill Murray fires it down the ice.
That horn you hear is not the Minnesota Wild scoring the first goal against St. Louis. We have a train behind us.
Cleared out to center ice. Picked up there by Nick Oxton. And Oxton dumps it into the corner. About 2:40 left in the first period. Here comes Hill Murray. Fed across a deflection just wide. Bobby Bruschi tried to set up a teammate, and we've got a stoppage late in the first period here. About 2.5 minutes left in the first period, and Hill Murray has a 1-0 lead.
Forget the gas, forget the smoke. Jiffy introduces the first 4-cycle propane engine.
The new Jiffy Pro 4 propane-powered ice drill has all the performance you would expect out of the Jiffy ice drills. No primer, no choke. You can't flood it, smoke-free, quieter running, very, very low emissions. And to sum it all up, it's environmentally friendly, and it doesn't get any better than that.
The Jiffy Pro 4, we just made ice fishing more fun.
Coming up on our first intermission, Jim Rich will have a visit with one of the Mr. Hockey finalists, Ben Bob.
Yeah, Ben Ba has done it with great rink savvy and a way to be able to finish the puck around the net. 23 goals so far.
And Anthony LaPanta getting a free meal at the Hankinsons.
It's just like Anthony to do that. What great history there with the Gophers, the backyard rink. Peter, Ben, and Casey all their own niche and their own, I think, staple in the history of Minnesota high school hockey and on into college.
Here's Terry Lebo for Moorhead, leading a rush up the ice. Brink backhands it wide. Moorhead just simply has not been able to get much going in terms of scoring chances, being outshot about 2-1.
Yeah, they're having a hard time establishing any kind of flow in this end. They just seem to be throwing the puck, hoping to get it to the net, and Hill Murray, so disciplined without the puck, is having their way, especially in this neutral zone.
Well, 1-0 hockey game with just about a minute and a half left in the period. Holler feeds it up in the middle. Actually, it was Volton who did that. Blast from the point and right to the glove of Michael Bitzer. Great athlete in the nets for Moorhead. Dave Morinville says he's a catcher on the baseball team. He's just a great all-around athlete. Just happens to be a goaltender.
And the two go hand in hand. When you're a catcher in baseball, you've got to have those cat-like reflexes. And watch this smoke wagon by Catronio, and look at that right there. You give him a look, he'll make that type of save, and he'll make it look easy. That's what makes Bitzer the goaltender that he is. He's showing his skills right now, keeping his team in the hockey game, even though the Spuds have been outplayed. It's only 1-0.
That's Dave Morinville about his assets. Here comes a 3-on-1 opportunity now for Hill Murray. Volton centers it, puck lying there and finally cleared. Dave Morinville said Bitzer's got a great glove hand, and we've already seen that a number of times here in this first period.
Yeah, I think if you're going to beat a guy like Bitzer, you're going to have to either take away his vision or you have to get a rebound and shoot that puck for the stick side, because I don't think you're going to beat him anywhere near that glove.
The only goaltender here for Dave Morinville who played as a freshman, and he's just a junior this year. About a half-minute left in this first period. Hill Murray with the only goal so far. Julin fired it wide. Schultz with a block in the circle. Here's Luke Volton. Petronio turns and has his shot stripped away. It was Andy Faust. And that is the end of the first period. Hill Murray had the better of it and the only goal of the first period.
Well, we talked about Hill Murray's depth, and it was on display in that opening period. They were the better team in the forecheck, the better team in the middle of the rink. They moved the puck around well, and for Moorhead right now, they've got to go regroup in that locker room and know they've got a great goaltender, and they're only down 1.
Ben Ba will be Jim Rich's guest when we return to Moorhead with Hockey Day Minnesota continuing in just a moment.
Good morning, family. I got a little something for all the mothers, brothers, for the risk takers and go-getters, for the trendsetters and dreamers. This is your morning. Now go make something of it.
From February 7th through February 14th, you can get a free small hot premium roast coffee at McDonald's. Yeah, we love you too.
Imagine actually meeting the people who share what's most important to you. Now through the end of February, you can, for free. Let eHarmony expertly match you, then get to know your matches using our guided communication, free through February at eHarmony.com.
Diamonds. Compare this chain store's 1 carat for $33.99 with the Jewelry Exchange certified 1 carats for $18.90. 1 to 2 carat traditional are just $9.90 per carat. Thousands guaranteed the lowest price, plus no interest for 6 months. Buy direct. The Jewelry Exchange in Eagan.
Assumption Community. Now this is living.
Since 1963, you've trusted Assumption Home to care for your loved ones in time of need.
The nurse checked for my congestive heart failure, and the home health aide helped with the baths, which was really appreciated.
Please continue this trust by allowing Assumption Home Health Services to come into your home.
Great living, grand people. Join the evolution at Assumption Community in Cold Spring. AssumptionCommunity.com.
Through the years, many things pass from father to son, like Aquavelva aftershave. Cools, firms, and tones. Smells great. Aquavelva, men get it.
Gentlemen, time to get close. You can't shave close if your beard is laying down.
Electric Shave stands up whiskers for an up to 52% closer shave. Lubricates skin too.
Smooth cheeks.
Electric Shave.
Get close.
Today at 4:30, the Gophers battle Denver on Hockey Day, Minnesota.
Hockey Day Minnesota on Fox Sports North is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far. And by Minnesota's own Gander Mountain. We live outdoors.
Joining us now, Ben Baugh. Back here in Moorhead, Hill Murray leads it 1-0. Joining us now, Ben Baugh. Ben, what's this like playing outdoors?
I mean, it's just a great experience playing outdoors and playing in front of so many people out here, and especially playing on Hockey Day, Minnesota. It's just an honor.
What's the toughest part, the ice or the sun right now? Because both are pretty tough to deal with.
The sun isn't bothering me as much. I'd say it's more so the ice. It's just harder to make crisp tape-to-tape passes and handle the puck right now, but you just got to battle through those little things.
You were named one of the 10 finalists for Mr. Hockey. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it's a great honor for me and all the hard work that I put into hockey, but I couldn't have done it without my coaches and my teammates.
Congratulations on a great first period. Hopefully you can keep it up for the next two.
Thank you very much.
All right, Hill Murray leads this one 1-0. When we return, much more on the Moorhead Youth Program, how it's gotten to be such a powerhouse here in the state of hockey.
No matter how your vehicle is damaged, we can fix it. Call Abra at 1-888-USA-ABRA. Nice. Abra, America's most recommended.
Welcome to the Department of Negotiation, home to the latest deal-making technology. Our highly advanced thingamajigs and whatchamacallits are constantly gathering intelligence on the best deals for you. With Name Your Own Price, they're yours for up to 60% off. But we're always looking to improve. For instance, what does this have to do with finding hotel deals? We're not sure. Yet.
Well, this is it. It's the last play of the night. He takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's going for it all. She's got it. Touchdown! A game winner. Exactly 1 year after the biggest game of their lives.
Oh, thanks, PA. I'll take it from here.
When it's got to be special, trust the folks at Continental Diamond. You'll see why Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine called it the best place to buy a diamond in the Twin Cities. Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park.
Accommodations for Hockey Day Minnesota were provided in part by the Settle Inn in Fargo, North Dakota. We appreciate their support and hospitality. Visit settlein.com for your accommodations. Back here at Hockey Day, Minnesota, we're in between periods 1 and 2. Hill Murray with a 1-0 lead over Moorhead. And this Moorhead Youth Hockey Association has really turned out some outstanding players. But you have to go back in history to find the guys that really put this program on the map. Dennis Bushy, Terry Shercliffe. Those were the two guys that really stepped to the forefront to elevate this program to its lofty status today. Matt Cullen, of course, a product of that system, and his father was a coach here, and they talk about the beginning days of Moorhead hockey.
Terry Shirkliff was a close friend, and he was our assistant coach, and between he and my dad and a few other people, they were really mainly responsible, I guess, for building the program to what it is today. I mean, they really took it from the bottom up, and so Shirky was always so good to me and a help to me. And the other name that comes to mind is Dennis Bushy, he's done more for Moorhead youth hockey, I think, than probably any one person. He was my Bantam A coach growing up, and now he is in charge of running the arena and a lot of the youth hockey stuff. And he's a great guy. I mean, he takes my kids out on the Zamboni to this day, and he did a lot. He was a fun guy to play for, and he just loves the game more than probably anybody I know.
I think that both Dennis and Terry have number one, they have the right reasons for coaching. They're in it for the right reasons, and that to me means a lot, because a lot of coaches who maybe aren't in it for the right reasons, but they are there because they really want to see these kids be successful. They want to help them, and they have gathered so much respect and admiration from those kids because of what they do for them.
All right, well, we've got things squared away, and Denny's out working on the rink. How appropriate is that he's that kind of guy that's been out here working day and night tirelessly on this rink, and right now he's trying to patch up some spots out there. Dave Morinville, the head coach of Moorhead, joins us again, and you were a part of those early beginning days for the Spuds hockey program.
Yeah, it's like I said, I mean, I was outdoors till 9th grade. We went to Farrell Coliseum, but Dennis Bushy is doing exactly what he'd rather be doing than being interviewed. I can tell you that. He's not the guy that likes to do all these interviews and stuff, but he's the guy that's behind the scenes. When you want something done, he does everything here. He's our youth hockey manager, plus our Bantam coach, and he was our Bantam head coach for a long time. And when we started the rink here, he became the manager of it, and another great guy to have doing that. He's he can do a lot of things for us, so that's been great.
And you told me yesterday when we were talking about your program how you want to include the alumni, how everybody that plays for Moorhead is a part of this, and you're seeing that in the great return of players that were here wanting to give back to the program.
Yeah, 5 of our 6 coaches all played hockey at Moorhead High, me included, and it's just a way to, pay it back, but also all these guys want to be a part of our program. And Terry Shirkliff, who hired me as one of his assistants his first year here back in the days, I was right out of college and helped him, and he was a real mentor for me, to be honest with you. Terry Shirkliff has done a lot for this program, and he's the same type of guy like Dennis Bushy. He'd rather do things behind the scenes. He helped me coaching. I learned so much from him, and also in the areas of teaching, and he's just been a great guy and really a guy that really boosted our program here. And then Terry Cullen just leveled it raised it to another level.
Yeah, it's amazing how this program continually turns out players and continues to get better. And it's the backing that allows these kids to have that opportunity to excel at the sport.
Well, you saw our banquet, all our past presidents, and we have a board that does our fundraising, does all that. We also have a coaches board. And we have with Brad Franklin heading that. It was Chip Aaron before that, Brad Becker before that, who played at UND. So we've had a lot of guys that are hockey people, and that's what that board is on that coaching board. The youth hockey board is our fundraising board. That's a lot of parents that can't do anything on the ice, but they want to help us out in that area, and that's like a Todd Beatty, who has been excellent, Ralph Maynard, who's also doing that, Lori Borgen, Erickson, Schoenfeld, all these guys have done that. And it's just, you take a look around. We've got plans to do more of this thing down the road here. We hope to put a roof on it and make it as an inline skating rink in the summer to really have some fun out here.
Well, it's been a beautiful day, and you can see all the hard work because how perfectly this day has gone so far. Thank you very much, Coach.
What a great day for hockey, as Bob Johnson would say, huh?
Absolutely. All right, much more as we continue here on Hockey Day. The second period is about to get underway, but before we do that, after the break, we'll take you to St. Paul.
Hockey fans, click on the Fan Zone tab on FoxSportsNorth.com, and you could win VIP treatment when the Wild battle the Canadiens. Sit in the best seats in the house between the Wild and Canadiens bench. Enjoy a personal concierge, valet parking, and a fantastic dinner buffet at Headwaters. You'll also be escorted to the press box for a bird's-eye view of the rink and a behind-the-scenes look at the broadcasting team. Plus, attend the Wild's press conference after the game. Log on to FoxSportsNorth.com and click on the Fan Zone tab to enter today.
Who grows our economy? Who ships nearly $100 billion of crops and products to many nations? Who provides more than 24 million jobs here at home? Who? America's farm families. Brought to you on behalf of America's farmers by Monsanto.
There's water slides and scuba dives, this place is unforgettable. A perfect beach, a midday treat, it simply is incredible. A simulator, surf machine, our water parks are really cool. A sea of green vacation dream, this really is the place for you. Hang with your mates or stay out late, do anything you want to do. There's gourmet food and sushi too, so many restaurants you can choose. A sunset room and Irish pub, order up around of cheer. It's anything for everyone, you'll find it here. It's all in.
This month only, save up to 60%. Call your travel agent or 1-800-BEACHES.
Ever wonder who's searching for you?
I have 7 people searching for me? 7?
Go to mylife.com, the internet's leading people search site. Just type in your name and see if someone is searching for you for free.
Could be an old boyfriend.
At mylife.com, there are millions of unclaimed messages. You could have messages waiting for you right now. Go to mylife.com, type in your name, and see if someone is searching for you right now for free.
Tonight at 7:30, the Wild battle the Blues on Hockey Day, Minnesota.
They're celebrating Hockey Day up in Andover. It is a day-long event. They're underway at 8 o'clock this morning. The highlight of the day, the outdoor mite tournament taking place. Parents, you gotta love this. You just gotta love it, whether it's your kid or watching someone else's. They are too cute. A brand new outdoor rink in downtown Andover. Go! In St. Francis, they're doing it with turkey bowling. That's how they roll. St. Francis Hockey Day getting underway about 9:30 this morning. Almost a strike. Well played, well played. Of course, they're going to play a little hockey as well. Get your turkey bowling in as well. It's a great way to start. Hey, 1-0 first intermission right now. Hill Murray over Moorhead. Welcome to the Hockey Day desk here at the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul. Mike Pomerantz along with Rob McClanahan. It's just fun. Any way you slice it.
Absolutely. It's a tribute to everybody involved, all the volunteers to get all the ice rinks ready for this day, not just this day, but for the seasons. You have to give credit to the people behind the scenes. They spoke about that earlier in the intermission. A lot of people behind the scenes doing a lot of the dirty work that help the kids have this much fun.
Did you ever think the ice was going to become an issue? I mean, it's 30-plus degrees right now in Moorhead. The kids are almost skating with sunglasses on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's a pretty good job what they're doing to make that ice available. The sun beats down hard, and the skates, you know, they gouge at it. So it's, again, it's a tribute to all the people behind the scenes to get the ice ready and to keep it in good shape.
Got to patch it up, get back to work. Before we do, though, we want to take you out to Edina. Anthony LaPanta had a chance to visit with a name we know you're going to know very well, the Hankinsons. Take a look.
All right, Mike, earlier we heard a little bit about the history here at Brothers Rink at the Hankinsons. We're going to put Casey to the test. He's in the nets. Little shootout between Peter and Ben. Casey, before you head in the nets, you got a scouting report on these two guys?
Yeah, not very quick, athletic, and immobile.
All right.
Is that you or us?
All right, let's see it. Casey's in the nets. We got a shootout between Peter and Ben. Peter's up first. And let's see if Casey's scouting report's accurate here on the shootout. I don't know if that one counts. Whoa! Oh, we got trouble now. Head first into the wall. All right, we might need somebody who's got some skill here. All right, come on in here for a minute. All right, we got Mac, proud member of the Pee Wee squad here at Edina. Mac, you got a scouting report on your uncle here in the nets?
No.
No, you know you can beat him, though?
Yeah.
All right, good luck. All right, it's Mac Hankinson for the win right here. No! All right, we need one more shooter. Jake, are you up next? All right, Jake's got the old school North Star cap on. I like it. All right, go ahead, Jake. No, he's stopped too. All right, Hannah's got to be next. Hannah, we need somebody who can score here. Hannah's the winner. All right, Hannah. Hannah, come on in here for a minute. Game-winning goal scorer against Uncle Casey Hankinson. How'd you do it?
I don't know. I just
beat him. Very nice. She just beat him, Mike.
It's cut and dry, pretty simple. Anthony, thanks very much. It was that Friday the 13th hockey mask.
Well,
had everybody in here freaked out.
I like the old chopper she had on her hands. That's what I used to wear down at the rink. Heck, when I was playing Pee-wees, I didn't have hockey gloves. I wore choppers to keep my hands warm.
Worked just the same.
And we didn't hack quite so hard as they probably do today. They didn't go after our hands. They went after our shin pads.
Didn't need them.
No.
Hey, you're going to be busy here in a couple of moments. You got a web chat coming up?
I'm going to work on that, yes.
Okay, so if you want to ask Rob a question, go ahead and get to our website, foxsportsnorth.com. And you can also email the screen. You want to get a message across to us on Hockey Day? All you have to do is go to foxsportsnorth.com, click on the Post Comments to the Screen tab. We're going to start scrolling messages across the bottom of the screen. Please include your name and your hometown. You can go online and you can start sending them right now. Any questions off the table, Rob? I know you've had an illustrious career in the NHL. You're a gold medal winner. Anything folks shouldn't address with you?
It's an open book.
That's the way you roll.
Full disclosure.
All right, just in case you're wondering, you might hear some pucks hitting the boards behind us. The Arrows are back there practicing. They're going to be playing here at the XL Energy Center tomorrow. But for the slate tonight, you've got the game that's in progress right now, Hill Murray and Moorhead. And then, of course, you have the Gopher game and the Wild later tonight. And a quick reminder, we have a statewide food drive this evening. All you have to do is make a monetary or non-perishable food donation that'll benefit the Second Harvest Heartland and Great Plains Food Bank in Fargo, Moorhead. We have stands at all the Hockey Day sites, XL, Moorhead, Mariucci Arena, and all the Wells Fargo banks in Moorhead. You can donate online at foxsportsnorth.com. Well, as you saw there before the end of the first period, a little bit of ice issue there, and you saw them trying to repair some of that. And you said to me right away off camera, boy, that ice is starting to get chipped up.
It gets a little sloppy, and the sun is beaten down. I mean, it's great to see the sun, but it takes its toll on the ice.
We're used to seeing it on roads with a hot patch or a cold patch. Yeah. No hot patch option with this. This is a straight cold patch, and then you hope the Zamboni works.
They might have to be playing on some bad ice. That's just the way it is.
When you were a kid, you were playing in, ponds and stuff, and so they're kind of used to this.
We didn't have a Zamboni. I'll tell you, we didn't have a Zamboni. We shoveled. That was part. If you didn't shovel the rink, you didn't play. You were not on the ice. And the older boys made sure that the young kids learned how to do it. So we shoveled, we paid our dues, and that way we got to play.
So our hats off to the crew out there in Moorhead right now doing all that repair work. We're in the first intermission. It is 1-0 Hill Murray. Kevin Gord, Dick Brame are going to pick up the call in a moment. Hockey Day Minnesota provided by Wells Fargo.
The NBA Hoop Troop, where fast breaks meet fantasy. Dunks meet discovery. And MVPs meet OMGs. We're mashing up the wonder of the game with the joy of being a kid. The NBA Hoop Troop, the new place created just for young basketball fans with highlights, activities, events, and more. Visit NBAHoopTroop.com and see where amazing begins.
Win big with Menards and Fox Sports North. Just visit any participating Menards location and pick up your entry to win. One lucky grand prize winner will win a spring training baseball trip for 2, including airfare, 2 nights lodging, and admission for 2 to a spring training professional baseball game. One grand prize winner will be randomly selected. Visit any participating Menards location for complete sweepstakes rules and details. Brought to you by Menards and Fox Sports North.
The perfect Valentine's gift. The Jewelry Exchange has 2-carat amethyst and diamond necklaces for $39. Graduated pearls just $29, 3-stone rings $159, and 1-carat studs just $399. Thousands of jewelry ideas. Factory Direct, the Jewelry Exchange in Eagan.
How does the new GMC Sierra PowerTech go to work? With a 5.3-liter V8, an Eaton automatic locking rear differential, Bluetooth connectivity, and 3 months of XM radio. The engineers at GMC put more into the new Sierra PowerTech so you can get more out of it. Get 0% financing for 60 months when you purchase a 2011 Sierra.
Visit www.gophersports.com and register to win coffee with Coach. Each month, one lucky fan will be selected and join a University of Minnesota coach at a McDonald's restaurant for coffee. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 years of age or older.
earlier in the week, I don't think anyone could have imagined that it would be a problem keeping ice firm here in Moorhead on this Saturday afternoon. Yet that is the issue here between the first and second periods. They spent a great deal of time, in fact, the entire intermission, working on the goal on the north side of the rink.
Yeah, what's happening, this sun has not gone away. There's no cloud cover, and that blue paint attracts the heat. The goaltenders are right down there. In fact, it's pretty mushy. In fact, it's gotten so mushy behind the benches, they've had to put hay down on the track that the players use to walk on and off the ice. And so with that hay there, players not wanting to get any of that debris on their skates, both teams stayed on their benches and just kind of watched the ice as it was zambonied, and now trying to get that ice repaired.
And of course, earlier in the week, cold all over the upper Midwest, wind chills in the 50 to 60 below range. And Thursday at an outdoor Moorhead practice, Spud's assistant coach Josh Arnold learned a valuable life lesson of his own.
Well, I learned you should watch The Christmas Story before you come out and practice when it's 5 below. But got a little metal whistle, forgot to tape it, then my lip got stuck and tore it right off. So I won't be using the whistle the rest of the practice. So.
See, here's your trivia. It wasn't Ralphie. Who was it that ended up getting the tongue stuck to the flagpole?
Well, I know it wasn't Ralphie because he did the triple dog dare, and the triple dog dare led to what this guy just went through. Coach Arnold got triple dog dare with the whistle. Is it Fritz?
Well, a weather change, a welcome weather change for most everyone, but for the people who continue to work on the ice here, a little frustrating. You can see it's up to 34 degrees. But again, it's not just the air temperature. We were told this morning we would have some snow and pretty much cloud cover, I think, for most of the day, and we've not seen a cloud of any magnitude all day long.
No, it's been sunny all day long. No snow anywhere near the area. And having traveled up in this part of the West enough as a young man in February to have it in the mid-30s and sun beaming down is a nice treat being around the area. But when you're trying to play an outdoor hockey game, at some point, it's going to take a little issue with the ice. And you can see right there in the second period, Michael Bitzer, the junior goaltender from Moorhead, will be in that net. And he's making sure right now that they can get this crease repaired to the point where he can find his bearings. Because for a guy like Bitzer that plays in that net, it's all about balance and being able to move laterally. And if that ice has any chunks or any slush around there, you can't move. And from a goaltending perspective, it's like trying to play in quicksand.
Right. Well, Michael Bitzer gave up just the one goal in the first period, and although Moorhead is behind, we were talking about the high-powered offense for Hill Murray, and really a remarkable last couple of weeks for them. We mentioned that they've won 5 games by a combined score of 45-3. In that period of time, going back to January 22nd, they won by scores of 17-2, 13-0, and 11-0. So. Don't like to be behind in a hockey game, but the fact that it's just 1-0, little silver lining perhaps for the Moorhead Spuds.
Yeah, you can now take that intermission to kind of regroup. You've seen what Hill Murray has to offer, that as advertised, a very deep and high-skilled team. And as we take a look at the stats from that first period, and there's Bill Lechner enjoying the advantage 1-0. Shots on goal, as you mentioned, 2-1 variety at 12-6. Right now for Moorhead, they just have to get back to basics. They've got to play a physical game, amp up their intensity. We saw it in the first game. Wyzetta came out in the first period and really held Roseau in check. But when Roseau started playing more physically, got that intensity amped up a little bit, their game kind of came with it. That's the recipe for success that Moorhead needs to follow.
Well, I was just looking over while you were commenting there about Moorhead, what they need to do, watching Michael Bitzer, and it looked to me like his skate chopped through the ice in the crease area.
Yeah, not a good situation right now, and I'll guarantee you he'll test this a couple of times, and maybe he can take a page out of Twins manager Ron Gardner's playbook and put the boots on, because skates are probably not going to do any good.
Yeah, no, the crease area already appears to be already chopped up and slushy.
And what a great job by Mike Pigeon, the Frenchman, the cameraman down there, celebrated his 44th birthday last night, and he's actually right down there in the crease getting a look at what Bitzer is going through, trying to figure out if this blue paint in that crease will be workable.
Well, see, if Mike can move around on the ice, all right, Pigeon, Michael Bitzer ought to be able to move around, wouldn't you think?
I would think so.
And game one. We had to go overtime, but Wayzata finally prevailed over Roseau 2-1.
And Don Lucia's Gophers getting ready to play. Good karma here. His son, Mario, with a nice little twisted wrister into the upper corner. That was the first goal of the hockey game. Wayzata and Roseau were locked up in a good one, and it went to overtime where the Trojans eventually prevailed. In overtime, the game winner by senior defenseman Mark Richards. Fantastic hockey game earlier from Moorhead.
We're about ready to resume play as we get ready to start the second period. 1-0 Hill Murray leading. Bobby Brewski taking the opening draw against Bryant Christian. If Moorhead can create something offensively. They were really stifled in the first period by Hill Murray. Kevin Schultz works it out for the Pioneers. Schultz feeds it up ahead, knocked down at the blue line. And the ice conditions over to our left, it looks like Michael Bitzer's got a lot of slushies already working through in the Moorhead goal.
And the one good thing is it's at its worst, and he almost just fell as he got back into the net. It's worse back on that goal line, so it'll force him to come out and actually play the angle and challenge the shooter. But if he has to go back near the goal line, look out.
And there's a shot right away, taken by Bobby Brewski. And Bitzer makes the save and then looks over his right shoulder back at the ice surface.
Yeah, it's really, as he got back in the net there after skating to the corner, it's to the point where when he hits the ice, it's almost like you fall off a treadmill and your momentum is just halted. So he has to play almost like he's walking right there to get to the top of the crease. He can't really skate through the crease. This is going to be an issue.
And it rolls in on Bitzer again, and he covers up. He'd love to get a face-off outside the zone if he could.
Yeah, give himself a chance to kind of sweep that ice.
Right.
But he really is walking through that net back by the goal line. Then once he gets out here outside the arc, then he can actually balance on the edges of his skates.
Puck rolls free to the corner. The play continues in the Moorhead end. Ryan Holler works his way through the circle. Now a shot sailing wide by Catronio. He has the only goal of the game so far.
The ice down low right now is almost unplayable behind that goal line. You've seen a couple of Hill Murray players take bad steps, so be very careful if you're down low cycling the puck in the sunny side of this rink.
And the sun itself is a factor of visibility for the goaltenders too. Here's a shot blocked nicely by Bitzer. And Hill Murray continuing to control the puck in the Moorhead end. And a shot sailing just wide. Shot taken by Ryan Holler. Again, the Spuds having a tough time clearing the zone. Finally they do. Icing waved off. And the Spuds can at least get some fresh skaters out there. Shot deflected wide. Kevin Becker with a shot for Hill Murray. And now off the sideboards and all the way down the ice. Icing is called here, and the faceoff will come back into the Moorhead end, which might have a different look here shortly.
Yeah, one of the ideas they're tossing around right now is to actually move that net forward about 4 or 5 feet to maybe separate the goaltender from that slushy area. You can see obviously in the crease. Then again, Bitzer has to walk his way out. They can just move that net up. Even this is not a National Hockey League game, and the rink dimensions are a little unique, and we'll see if that unfolds.
Puck behind the Hill Murray net. Pioneers regain control. And a feed to center up ahead for Lauren French. French breaking in, and a penalty is going to be called. And a collision behind the net, and Hill Murray's Kevin Becker is slow in getting up. One of the referees went over backwards as he caught his skates in the soft ice.
Yeah, it's in a real tough spot down there behind the Moorhead net. It's pure slush, and you're skating, and all of a sudden it comes, and it's just pure slush, and you stop. And you can see the penalty.
They are going to try to move the net. We're going to take a break. We're going to continue here. Second period action with Hill Murray leading 1-0. And a little more than 14 minutes left in the second period.
I inherited my father's '69 Norton Commando. It's been a dream of mine to restore it.
It's my dream for him to finish it.
Frank has something great to save up for.
This is my dad. Isn't that cool?
And a very understanding girlfriend. I showed him a Wells Fargo savings account with my savings plan.
And what it does is it takes a little bit of my money and puts it towards my goal. I want to get all the original parts and do it right. For my dad.
There's a couple months in between parts, so one at a time.
Wells Fargo, with you when it's time to save.
Hill Murray leading 1-0. Coach Bill Lechner, you ever seen anything like this as a novelty game playing outdoors?
I'm sorry, you have to repeat. I was talking to one of my players.
That's all right, Bill. It's kind of a unique situation here. A little bit warmer than we anticipated, and it's taken its toll on the ice.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's a great day and a great environment, but it's starting to get where, like, we just had a young man come off with a, you know, he twisted his ankle a little bit in the slush, and you look at their goalie, you know, they just pulled the net up. We're inventing a new game now, but it's part of the deal, I guess.
You said Kevin Becker, he was the injured player. I believe he's got an ankle injury.
Well, he'll be okay.
Yep, okay.
He's all right.
Thanks, Bill.
Yep, thank you.
All right. Well, they did move the net forward a couple of feet, a few feet, and we'll see if that, at least to get us through the second period, will be enough to make the ice conditions a little bit better.
And the wind is still blowing. If you could just get the sun to tuck away under the clouds, and who would have thought on Hockey Day Minnesota we'd be asking for weather of the cooler variety, but that's exactly where we're at again this year.
And the Pioneers control the puck. Shot taken by Ben Boz, deflected to the corner. Ba controlling the puck. Skates in again towards the circle. Here's Lavelle. Clearing attempt. Comes to the line, but not out. Ba again. Fed all the way through the slot and back out to center ice.
It's funny now in this situation for Hill Murray, most power plays, you try to get an odd number situation down low and work it from that goal line extended, kind of like Andrew Brunette does with the Minnesota Wild. But here it'll be just the opposite. I think you're going to want to generate your offense from out high where the ice is still real playable and you can move it.
Minute left in the penalty. And a glove save by Michael Bitzer. Bitzer again showing off a good glove hand with 53 seconds left in the Hill Murray power play.
Yeah, Bitzer's been real good for the host Spuds so far through a period and change. And the other thing to think about in this power play, the reason you might want to work it out high is the point shot is not nearly as far back. When you move the net up as far as it is, you can get a much better look at the net from out high.
Ben Dota fires it down the ice. And the ice to our right looks a lot harder and a lot less skated on here in this second period. Here's Travis Wood. The puck rolls free to the corner and cleared all the way down the ice by Simon Selberg.
Now, Moorhead so far has dodged the bullet on this power play, and Hill Murray's got some gaudy numbers in this scenario. 32.4% on the power play, and you can see they really are adroit at moving that puck around.
They've had 7 wins this year where they've scored 9 or more goals. That's how high octane their offense is. But I think what's been most impressive to me, Kevin, is their ability on the defensive end of things, completely bottling up a very good Moorhead team so far.
Yeah, it's not just their forwards. As we talked about when we got started here an hour and change ago, their defensemen are tremendous. And JT Cotroneo has the first goal of this hockey game, but you got Heinrich back there, Schultz, Jonah Johnson. I mean, they're a deep team with 4 good lines. They also have 6 solid defensemen, which helps them, I think, get that puck out of the zone in quick fashion and stay on the attack.
And offsides is the call. We'll have a face-off just outside the blue line here with 12:05 left in the second period.
The best thing that could happen right now with the ice surface the way it is to our left is to have Moorhead establish a forecheck and maybe even get on a power play to give the other end of the rink a little bit of a breather. That far end where Moorhead is playing defense is where the Sun has been faking it all day long. And now with Hill Murray on the forecheck down there, an awful lot of chopping and slush around that end.
Back out to the point now into the circle. Here's Jacob Uglum trying to lead it back the other way for Moorhead. Backhanded behind the Hill Murray goal. Jesse DeShalis. And now Lauren French leading it back for Hill Murray. This shot blocked by Terry Lebo. Jonah Johnson feeds center ice. And Kevin Becker fires it in. Becker apparently fine. He's the player who left the ice with an ankle injury a little while ago.
That time it was Moorhead trying to spring forward on a loose breakoff, and that was Bryant Christian, their first line center, who had kind of stuck behind the Hill Murray defense, and off that breakout tried to catch Hill Murray on a change. And with this second period, it's the longer change, so your bench is further away from your defensive end, and if Christian could have gotten that puck last week, he might have had himself a breakaway.
Bryant Christian shadowing the puck. Charlie Samper handling it for Hill Murray. And now Samper tied up along the far boards. And the puck flipped ahead where it's picked up by Kevin Schultz. Schultz behind his net. With about 10.5 minutes left in the second period. Here's Logan Ness. Ness with a shot blocked by traffic in front. Spins away with the puck. Feeds it around the corner. Picked up by Brendan Johnson. Here's Andrew Herlofsky. And the faceoff will come back outside the blue line. Fox Sports North supports Special Olympics Polar Plunge. Join Team Gorg and Greenlay, the Frozen 5 holes. Who came up with that name? To take the plunge with Kevin Gorg and Mike Greenlay March 5th at Lake Calhoun. And compete against Team Cam Barker, the Minnesota Wild. Log on to foxsportsnorth.com. Click on the Fox Sports North supports banner to join the team.
Love some weather just like this, mid-30s, sun baking down. That'll be awesome.
We're down in Fort Myers applying SPF 45 about the time you jump in the water. So you let me know how that goes, okay?
Keep us in mind.
Ben Bott gets it out to center ice. Spuds just have not been able to set up much of anything offensively against this very tight Hill Murray defense. That's fed across. Here's Tony Uglum. Uglum across the blue line. Wrist shot sails wide. Ba has it on the far boards. Feeds it to center. And flipped up against the glass. Jake Gensel had the puck for Hill Murray. And now icing is the call. We'll have a face-off back in the soft end, the north end of this rink here in Moorhead.
Yeah, Moorhead's really kind of been a one-and-done team. They'll come into the zone, they'll get a quick shot, but Hill Murray has just been very, very sharp at moving the puck up and out of the zone and getting back into this far end and staying on the forecheck throughout most of the second period with that lead.
Icing again will be the call. You know, Dave Morinville saying that you know, he's still trying to find the right line combinations. They lost 75% of their scoring from a year ago, so as good as they are, they're still not right where they want to be come playoff time.
Well, and this is a great measuring stick. You're playing the best team in AA hockey in Hill Murray. You're playing a team that goes 4 lines deep. So to find out what the right combination is and how to defend against the best, why not play the best?
They're trying to maybe re-identify themselves a little bit, trying to, you know, have low-scoring games and play a more disciplined defensive style. To some extent, they've done that, although they're behind 1-0 here today.
This is a recipe for success in playoff time. Even when you're getting outplayed, if you can buy time and stay in the game, like we saw Roseau in the first game here, which was won by Wayzata 2-1 in overtime. You can win, and with Bitzer in goal, Moorhead's going to have a chance every night.
Played up ahead for Simon Selberg. The puck swings around the board. Here comes Luke Bolton. Chopped back to center ice. On a breakaway. Eric Brink scores, and the game is tied. Eric Brink beats Shaughnessy. And the defenseman may have got caught in the slush along the blue line, and Brink broke free and tied the game.
I'll watch right here. Here's the little break in the ice. You hit the blue line. That's where it's soft. That's the turnover. But give Moorhead credit on the transition. Maybe get away with a little pick. You hang around long enough, you buy yourself a chance. And the big guy, Eric Brink, double deuces, comes in. He lights the lamp. We got ourselves a 1-1 game.
So 1 apiece. Now less than 8 minutes to go in this second period.
A couple of breaks on that play for Moorhead. Number one, obviously the ice as Hill Murray tried to enter the zone. Bolton got caught up in the blue line and basically, literally the blue line tripped him. Then the pick play at the blue line allowed some space, and Brink got the puck right around the top of the slot, came in, and as the goaltender, Shaughnessy came out to challenge. He beat him with a wrist shot to the far side, and even though Hill Murray has dominated this hockey game, it's a 1-1 score.
Pioneers break it across. Kevin Becker. Now this is Lauren French in the corner, skating it out of the corner. And now another trip at the blue line. Here's Logan Ness from Moorhead, centering pass, a shot, saved by Shaughnessy, loose puck, shot on a goal, but the whistle blew. The whistle blew, there will be no goal.
Might be goaltender interference. There was a lot of traffic in front of Shaughnessy, and Moorhead once again taking advantage of that blue line, transitioning the puck and getting quality looks on the net. See, Bill Lechner can't be happy with what he's watching right now. His teams are struggling with the elements. But watch the play to the net now. It's basically a 3-on-1 right here. That player right there running over the goaltender, and you have to blow the whistle there.
Brian Christian was the player who made contact with Tim Shaughnessy. So we are still tied at 1. In the same spot down here that led to the first Moorhead goal almost led to another one.
And right now these players have to recalibrate. They have to adjust as they enter that zone. They need to dump the puck and make a play into the zone before they hit the blue line. You really can't carry the puck in near the wall.
Cleared out to center. Chasing it after it is Moorhead's Nick Ugly. John Philippi coming out of the corner with the puck for Hill Murray. Now up ahead, here's Gensel. Gensel feeds the slot. Shot and a goal! Bobby Bruschi puts Hill Murray back in front. Great centering pass by Gensel, and the Pioneers retake the lead.
Well, Hill Murray's been flying Gensel out of the zone all afternoon, and this time Gensel makes a heady play, just a sophomore. He gets the puck near that blue line, and he reads the play. And Bruschi was driving the middle. He gets the puck, and he makes that quick little move to the net, throws the goaltender, and beat him clean. But the play was made in the neutral zone with a nice extended pass from Hill Murray's D zone up to the far blue. And from there, Gensel fed Bruschi, who scored the goal.
So 2-1, Hill Murray. With about 6.5 minutes to go. Now right in front. Oh, shot just wide of the net. Shaughnessy goes down, makes a save. Penalty coming up here against Hill Murray, and Moorhead will go right back on a power play with a chance to tie the game at 2. It's 2-1 Hill Murray in the second period.
Forget the gas, forget the smoke. Jiffy introduces the first 4-cycle propane engine.
The new Jiffy Pro 4 propane-powered ice drill has all the performance you would expect out of the Jiffy ice drills. No primer, no choke. You can't flood it, smoke-free, quieter running, very, very low emissions. And to sum it all up, it's environmentally friendly, and it doesn't get any better than that.
The Jiffy Pro 4. We just made ice fishing more fun.
Back here, Hill Murray on top, 2-1. Joining us now is Todd Beatty, president of the Youth Hockey Association, and the ice now. We have some difficulties. What are your options at this point?
Well, where we have paint, the creases, the blue lines are getting a little sloppy, so we've got some CO2. We've been putting water and snow, trying to pack it down, firm it up a little bit. We've got some CO2 gas, and we've got some dry ice coming in. Kind of our only options at this point, unless we can cover the sun.
That's a good option, too. Putting down the dry ice, what would that entail?
Well, it's going to come in, I believe they're 2-pound blocks, and we'll probably, try to pound them down a little bit. It'll start to dissolve, freeze the ice, and we'll try to scrape it off with the Zamboni, go over the top, if necessary.
All right, so that'll be during the intermission, correct?
Yes, it will be while we're giving away, hopefully, a car.
All right, well, there's a lot of entertainment coming your way. Let's go back upstairs.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. This is Terry Lebo circling around. The backhanded pass back to the point, nobody home, and picking it up is Jacob Uglum. Uglum being checked by Ben Baugh.
Back in the slush now, 3 Moorhead players trying to separate and get the puck. They finally do.
You can see the passing has really been difficult here throughout this second game this afternoon because of the less than firm ice. Deflected just wide, may have hit the post. Moorhead on the power play. Shot right on. Shaughnessy saves it and steers it aside. Cleared out to center ice. 50 seconds left. And the penalty.
Hill Murray very aggressive on the penalty kill. They're up near 92% of the season for a reason. They play well without the puck.
Shot deflected behind the net. And now Brian Christian trying to hammer it home, but Shaughnessy wouldn't give him any room. Christian, one of the top goal scorers for Moorhead with 10 goals, 17 assists.
Yeah, he's one of those players, not a real big kid physically. What he gets done with great hands, and that's kind of that rink rat mentality that when you do go outside and play the game, you have to have with you to have success. You've talked about the ice being a little snowy and slushy right now. You've got to have strong hands and be very, very good with the puck.
Heinrich sends it down the ice on the penalty kill. Pass behind the skater, pass intended for Brewski. Or for Brink rather. And Brink sends it down to the corner. Penalty is expired. Teams at equal strength. Held in at the point by Noah Julin. Julin holding the zone for Moorhead. But now Schultz comes away for Hill Murray. Pass up ahead for Holler. Backhanded back up the ice. Schultz retreats for Hill Murray. Less than 4 minutes now to play in the second period. French to center. Here's Fulton. Boy, every player that's around that crease area ends up taking a seat.
And you lost the puck there momentarily. No one could find it. It was below all that snow.
Brendan Johnson working it into the corner. And now Bryant Christian, puck tied up in the corner. Ness comes out of there with it, fires it on goal, and Shaughnessy steers it aside. Shot on goal, big save by Shaughnessy.
Best save of the night so far for Shaughnessy. Puck came from behind the goal line. Beauty.
Rolling right through, now coming free to Andy Faust. Faust swings it around. Shot hit traffic in front of Shaughnessy. And now cleared to center ice. Here's Faust. And a shot blocked by Bitzer.
Both goalies now making big saves here in the later stages of period 2. It's a 2-1 game.
shot sailing wide and sent all the way over near our TV truck. Tim Shaughnessy with a big save to keep Hill Murray in front, 2-1.
The unprepared man's guide to the outdoors. For the unprepared man, there's only one rule when packing for the outdoors. Can it fit into a briefcase? Any survival briefcase includes a few basics: an energy drink, lip balm, a change of dress shoes, and a quality shoe polish. If room permits, pack some entertainment.
Don't be that guy. Come into Gander Mountain and get everything for your next outdoor adventure. Gander Mountain, we live outdoors.
Good afternoon, Mike Pomeranz here at the Hockey Day desk at the XL Energy Center in St. Paul. Hockey Day Minnesota brought to you by Wells Fargo. Coming up today during the intermission of this game, Hill Murray and Moorhead, we are going to reintroduce you to a very special young man. Duke Piper, living with a rare brain condition, but he's made some great strides over the past year. He is now a junior at Hill Murray, and Duke is the assistant student manager for the Pioneers. His story coming up in the intermission. 2-1 your score right now. Hill Murray over Moorhead. Back now to Dick and Kevin, where the ice is not good, friends.
Thank you, Mike. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Hill Murray in front in the final minutes of the second period here, and the ice, particularly on the north end, has been a little treacherous here throughout this second period. And we've got a stoppage here.
Closing the hand on the puck was the call. Every time it goes in that corner, you're worried because you get 3 and 4 bodies compacted in there, and you get people that really can't keep their balance. And you're seeing players go down right here. It's impossible even to keep your balance.
Kunkel nearly did the splits trying to get the puck out of the zone.
Looks like Phil Mickelson's pitching wedge with that kind of backspin.
Kind of backed up on him. Well, they'll do what they can here, and again, the weather conditions just 48 hours ago were so drastically different here. Making ice and maintaining it would have been the least of their concerns.
No, and you know, today, throughout most of the first game and most of the first period here of game number 2, the ice has been beautiful. I mean, as far as outdoor ice goes, it was in perfect condition. You just can't control what the sun can do.
Nick Uglum in the corner, coming out of the corner momentarily with the puck for Moorhead. And now Jonah Johnson. There's Johnson again. Chipped out near the blue line, and now carrying it away is Bobby Bruschi. Bruschi with a big shot. And Bitzer stops him and covers up.
Yeah, what a save this time with Ben Ba charging down the weak side. Watch Bitzer find his feet, come out, challenge the shooter, and then the most important fast set, look at him control that rebound. That is a heavy shot from 15, 20 feet away, and you can see Ba come in, and you can see the spray still on that bright orange hat for goaltender Michael Bitzer.
1:42 left in the second period in a 2-1 hockey game. Ben Dota taken out of the circle. Evan Cook replaces him for Moorhead. And the puck rolls behind the Moorhead goal. Bitzer puts his stick on it and feeds it up to Evan Cook. Cook leading a rush up the other way for Nick Uglum, a shot wide of the net. Now Charlie Samper for Hill Murray. And an offsides will bring the face-off back outside the blue line. And the ice conditions continue to deteriorate, and they're going to do whatever they can here during the second intermission shortly to make things a little bit more playable in the third period.
Yeah, they've got time in the intermission now to do whatever they have to do for one more good period of hockey, and luckily no one's really felt the effects of it. There's been a couple of turnovers, but both these teams still with all their bench at their disposal.
Here's Brian Christian centering it, the puck lying there in front of Shaughnessy, and then finally steered away to the backboard. Now Logan Ness. Ness turns away in the corner. Ness Playing it again for Moorhead. Back to the point. On goal. Deflected out in front. Shaughnessy watches Jonah Johnson sweep it away in front of the net. And just barely cleared out. Brendan Johnson sends it down the ice. Picked up there by Jonah Johnson. About 15 seconds left. Kunkel sends it back into the Hill Murray end. Hit at center ice. Zach Lavelle, the Hill Murray player, making contact, and that'll be the end of the second period, with Hill Murray now leading 2-1.
Yeah, both teams made some big plays in that period. They survived a period where the ice in the Hill Murray offensive end was borderline unplayable. Some big saves, though, by Bitsriff kept Moorhead in this hockey game, and it's still up for grabs. We get to period 3.
Jim Rich will have a visit with Moorhead's Eric Brink when we come back. We've reached the second intermission with Hill Murray in front. 2-1. This is Hockey Day, Minnesota.
Imagine actually meeting the people who share what's most important to you. Now through the end of February, you can, for free. Let eHarmony expertly match you, then get to know your matches using our guided communication, free through February at eHarmony.com.
The perfect Valentine's gift. The Jewelry Exchange has 2-carat amethyst and diamond necklaces for $39. Graduated pearls just $29, 3-stone rings $159, and 1-carat studs just $3.99. Thousands of jewelry ideas. Factory Direct, the Jewelry Exchange in Eagan.
Tuesdays, Fox Sports North brings you Minnesota's most extensive coverage of high school sports. On the Fox Sports Prep Zone, presented by Wells Fargo. Every week, Anthony LaPanta brings you all the scores and highlights and previews the upcoming matchups. Plus, get your past inside area high schools as we roam the halls to see what's happening beyond the world of sports. So get in the zone, the Fox Sports Prep Zone. Tuesdays on Fox Sports North.
For over 100 years, FTD has created beautiful handcrafted arrangements. This Valentine's Day, show her how you really feel with unforgettable flowers from FTD. Flowers say it better. FTD says it best. Visit FTD.com.
Rain, snow, and wind torture my dry skin.
Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Lotion. 7 moisturizers and 3 vitamins plus aloe. Hydrate deeper, last longer.
Talk about delivering. Can your lotion do that?
Gold Bond Ultimate Healing.
This stuff really works.
You get job benefits, company benefits, even card member benefits. But did you know DirecTV comes with benefits too?
I use the favorites feature to set up my own list of channels. Now it's easy to find my cooking shows and my sports. I just push the menu button.
I use the mini guide to see what's on without making my husband miss his game. It's a mini relationship saver. I just press the blue button on the remote.
You've got the benefits of the best TV. DirecTV.
4:30, the Gophers battle Denver on Hockey Day, Minnesota.
Hockey Day, Minnesota on Fox Sports North is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far.
Back here on Hockey Day, 2 periods complete, and Moorhead trails at 2-1. The man with the goal, Eric Brink, joins me now. And Eric, it's pretty wild out here right now. It's pretty tough going in some spots.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts of the ice where it's chopped up pretty good. And behind the nets on one end, it's pretty bad, you know. But it goes both ways for both teams, so you just got to grind it out and try to put pucks in the net.
Yeah, absolutely, and you did that in that period. Talk about your goal, what you saw, what happened on that play.
Well, I was back in our zone, and one of our players chipped it out. And I saw their guy going for it, and then one of our guys collided with them, and I left the puck just laying there for a break when I walked in, and he stopped me last night in the skills comp, so he poke checked me, so I knew I should just rip it. And I caught him low blocker, and worked out fine.
Still, this has to be amazing to partake in a game like this because all the volunteer effort, all the hours, you saw guys working on this rink day and night, getting ready for this day for you guys.
Yeah, you know, we're really appreciative of what everybody's done for us. The Cullens donated a lot for this, and Rick Electric, big sponsor, Shields, I mean, they're all helping out, and it's just great because all the alumni are here, and they're all supporting us, and we just want to come out here and try to put on the best show we can for them.
All right, well, it's been a great show already through 2 periods. Thanks very much for your time.
Yep, thank you.
All right. And Hill Murray leads this one 2-1. When we come back, one of the most amazing people we've ever met, Duke Piper. We will update you on his story from a year ago, and you won't want to miss it. That's coming up next as we continue here on Hockey Day, Minnesota.
The new GMC Sierra PowerTech go to work with a 5.3-liter V8, an Eaton automatic locking rear differential, Bluetooth connectivity, and 3 months of XM radio. The engineers at GMC put more into the new Sierra PowerTech so you can get more out of it. Get 0% financing for 60 months when you purchase a 2011 Sierra.
I love these new cell phones.
He just got a new phone, and he can't stop using it.
Boom. Profile pic.
Do you guys need a moment?
Since John is always on his phone, we thought he'd like using Wells Fargo mobile banking.
Just pay the electric bill?
Wow.
He's able to pay his bills, check his balance.
Wow.
Even transfer money between accounts.
I can tell you what's playing here if you like.
I can tell you too.
See?
Wells Fargo, with you when life is mobile.
Welcome back to Hockey Day, Minnesota. Hill Murray fans enjoying the sun here in northern Minnesota as their Pioneers lead this one 2-1. Well, a couple of years ago, Hill Murray had a sensational player. Duke Piper was his name. He was all the buzz on this Pioneer team, but then he was struck with a rare brain disorder. And not only did it end his hockey career, it nearly ended his life. Marnie Gellner introduced you to him a year ago, and now she has an update on this amazing story and this amazing person, Duke Piper.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Just to be at a Hill Murray hockey game is significant for Duke Piper. Physically, because he's able to handle the stairs, the noise, and the lights. But emotionally, it is just as important.
Just me missing just the game in general, me wanting to be out there and playing it, I think it's the closest I can come to doing that.
The camaraderie with, with his friends and being a part of something again for him. Yes, it's wonderful.
And so he is content to cheer on his teammates and fill an occasional water bottle as the Pioneers' assistant team manager. It wasn't long ago that Duke himself was out on the ice. Just over 2 years ago, he made Hill Murray's varsity team as a freshman. But before he played his first game, Duke was diagnosed with a malformation of the blood vessels in his brain called cavernous hemangioma. Countless doctor's appointments and several brain surgeries later, the condition is under control for now. When we first met Duke 1 year ago, he was literally just getting back on his feet. As part of our Hockey Day festivities, the Wild invited him to drop the ceremonial first puck before their game with Columbus. It was an event that changed Duke's life.
The day before dropping the puck, he did not want to go to a hockey game. The day after he dropped the puck, he was Mr. Social.
Duke, it's time to drop the puck.
He just kind of got that, hey, I can do it now. I don't care what other people think. I'm just going to go out in public, and I'm going to talk to people, and I'm going to go out and try to start to live my life.
I don't have the words to describe it, because there's just not words. You're walking out in the red carpet like that, you drop the puck, and I think it's like 18,000 people. There's just not words for that.
Over the last year, Duke has made some great strides. This past summer, he went jet skiing. He also rollerbladed with his physical therapist. He's now back in school, and he passed the test for his learner's permit. And like a typical 17-year-old, he has a girlfriend.
I never thought I was going to have a girlfriend because I didn't think anybody would like me.
Duke continues his dedicated workouts, like this one at Lifetime Fitness with his younger sister, Jackie. You good?
Yeah.
His life is wonderfully ordinary right now, but Duke still faces a tough reality. Every day, he sets his alarm for 4 a.m. to give himself a dose of antibiotics through a port in his chest. The procedure takes at least an hour, but Duke never complains. Through all that's happened, he doesn't feel one bit sorry for himself.
Duke refuses to park there in a handicap stall because his belief is, even though we legally can, his belief is that somebody else may need it more than us. So we're not going to use that stall. We're going to save that for somebody else that needs it more than I do.
For Duke's proud parents, another year with their son is a priceless blessing.
In the hallways, his fingerprints are all over the walls. And you know how people say, oh, don't touch the walls, and they tell their children that? And I think, oh, that's what I look at every time I go down the walls, that he's here. There his fingerprints are.
It's been a really good year when I look back at it. I've accomplished a lot. And at first you say, oh, why me and everything like that, you know. But now looking back at it, you say, oh, this was meant to be in a way, because yeah, I look at it as, well, God kind of gave you a second chance. What many people say is what he put this on you because he knew you could handle it, you know, and that's how I kind of looked at it, is that I'm able to handle it. You come to those little bumps in the road and everything, that you're so able to, you know, to get up the next one. And, you know, and look at the positive. There's stuff in the future, and to be honest, there's still a lot of stuff out there, so I got a lot of things to think about, and a lot of things to try and do.
What an amazing story. What an amazing person. And Bill Lechner told me this morning, we were talking about hockey, and he said, you know, I'm a hockey coach, but I'm also a life coach. And Duke has helped me to bring those lessons to the players. And they're so excited to have him with them here today. And he also plans on graduating on time with his classmates. Just an amazing story. Duke Piper, and we wish him and his family all the best. When we continue, we return to the XL Energy Center in St. Paul for more of Hockey Day, Minnesota on Fox Sports North.
Win unbelievable prizes in the Fan Zone on FoxSportsNorth.com. From team merchandise and game tickets to unique fan experiences, the latest tech toys, and more. Not a member? Then you need to join now. It's fast and free. Click on the Fan Zone tab and sign up today.
Hey, I'm Kevin Gord.
And I'm Mike Greenland.
And we're teaming up.
Facing off against me, Cam Barker.
To take the polar bear plunge. So join our team.
No, join my team.
And help support Special Olympics Minnesota.
For details, visit FoxSportsNorth.com.
Gentlemen, time to get close. You can't shave close if your beard is laying down.
Electric Shave stands up whiskers for an up to 52% closer shave. Lubricates skin too.
Smooth cheeks.
Electric Shave.
Get close.
Through the years, many things pass from father to son, like Aquavelva Aftershave. Cools, firms, and tones. Smells great. Aquavelva, men get it.
People have been using wind power for sailboats since the beginning of time. Wind can be converted to electricity with windmills, and it's clean and renewable. There are people and companies working to make wind power available to everyone. All we have to do is get behind them. Can one solution to energy woes be blowing in the wind? The possibilities are endless.
Tonight at 7:30, the Wild Battle the Blues on Hockey Day, Minnesota.
Sunny, beautiful, 34-degree day in Moorhead. Second intermission, Hill Murray leading Moorhead 2-1. The weather has certainly been an issue. This is the Hockey Day desk here at the XL Energy Center in St. Paul. Mike Pomeranz along with Rob McClanahan. We've been watching them try like the Dickens to repair that ice. It's been something.
That's been a challenge. It's unfortunate the ice has been this bad because it's a competitive game, and you saw Hill Murray respond to a goal that Moorhead scored to tie the game, and they came back and took the lead. So testimony to Hill Murray's resilience to come back even with the bad ice.
Something to watch the kids, too, in this forum, the way they're articulating themselves in front of the camera and just presenting their best face.
I have to be honest, I'm really, really impressed with the kids whom we've talked to, whom we've interviewed, and their presence, and all of them have said what an honor it is to play on this day in front of the cameras and have the opportunity to do that. And they all speak very, very well, and it's really, really impressive.
Interesting, too. They don't care as much about the conditions as the adults do, who are in charge of their safety as well. That's for sure.
They're resilient.
Yeah, this is one backyard rink that does need a little bit of assistance. Folks, do you have a great backyard hockey rink? Well, Fox Sports North, St. Paul Pioneer Press, and KFAN Radio want to give you the chance to show it off. Just log on to our website, foxsportsnorth.com. Click on the Backyard Rinks banner. Submit your photo and reasons why former Gopher coach Doug Woog should pick your rink. We're looking for the best 2 rinks around, and if yours is selected, Doug's going to visit, plus give you some skating tips for your family and friends. So check it out now at our website, foxsportsnorth.com. Been a little while since we've seen our Robbie Ince-Mikowski. Apparently, he has found his way into somebody's backyard in St. Paul, and he joins us now along with some of our media partners. Robbie?
Hey, Mike, you interrupted a hockey game that we have going on at another backyard rink here in West St. Paul. We're at the home of Tom and Gretchen Altier here in West St. Paul, along with our media partners, Amy Nelson from the St. Paul Pioneer Press and Brandon Molesky right here all the way on the end. He's a producer with KFAN Radio. And, Tom, we've come to your rink. We got the cameras, the lights. We've got it all going on here. What's this experience like for you to be a part of Hockey Day Minnesota?
Oh, it's a great experience. It's become a great tradition in Minnesota, and you build a rink and you use it all the time, and it's good to let everyone share it with you.
Amy?
Gretchen, I'd love to talk to you about being a hockey mom and having your kids out here and what it's like to just be able to have the kids run out and use their skills.
Oh, it's fantastic. They come home after school. I have a daughter who's a U8 and a son who's a Squirt B, and they come out and they have some friends over and play hockey and just have a great time. It's wonderful.
And then, Tom, you know, most of these outdoor rinks is for the kids, but it looks like you guys have fun with the parents. You bring them over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Drinking a beer or two. It's
yep.
fun for you guys, too.
Oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely. A lot of our friends spend a lot of time on the rink with us, and it's a good time.
Now, here's a cool thing you could do to follow along with us. We got a few things happening. If you log on to foxsportsnorth.com on our website, you're going to webcast the rest of this segment of what we're doing here. And if you're on Twitter, follow Brandon at B. Molesky, Mileski, KFAN, B. Molesky, KFAN, on Twitter. And Amy is Amy Pioneer Press. Is that right? That's right. Amy Pioneer Press on Twitter. She's putting pictures from the backyard rink here on Twitter and what we're doing. So Twitter and the internet, foxsportsnorth.com for the webcast. Check us out. We're having some fun here, Mike, in West St. Paul. Wish you could join us. Kinda.
Yeah, wish
Time
we
for us
could
to play.
Wish we could be there. No, we're landlocked, so to speak. It's
Yes,
just
we are.
amazing how creative some of these folks are getting with these rinks.
Well, as I said earlier, they're working their tails off to make good ice, and they're doing a great job. I also like to see all the people wearing the M logos, or the M jerseys. There was an M logo on one of the boards. That gal had an M jersey on. I love it, being a former Gopher.
Almost like a polished professional or NCAA feel to these outdoor rinks. It's just absolutely fantastic. Well, I know you had a web chat a little bit earlier. Yep. How'd that go, by the way?
We did okay. I would say it was relatively quiet at first, but it picked up.
Well, then they're going to torment you as soon as they know you're active. One other guy who is helping us out, Darren Pank, former NHL goalie. He is also the St. Louis Blues analyst. He is involved in the web chat for us right now. So if you'd like to ask Darren a question, please, absolutely do so. Check out our website. It is foxsportsnorth.com. Also, remember, all the highlights from today, all the feature stories you've seen, maybe Duke Piper's story you'd like to see again, or perhaps even forward that along to a friend. Check out the website, foxsportsnorth.com, or follow us on Twitter or Facebook. You can go ahead and see it there. Feed it to your friends globally if you choose to. Now, as far as wild events go here, we've got Hockey Day, of course, today, but tomorrow the Houston Aeros and the Peoria Rivermen going to be here at the XL Energy Center. That is at 1 o'clock. The Aeros doing pretty well right now, 32-19-1, and our Marty Gilder is down on the ice with a couple of those Houston players. Marty?
All right, Mike, Chad Rao is from Eden Prairie. Jared Palmer is from Fridley, and they're now both playing with the Houston Aeros, and they'll be playing in this building tomorrow afternoon. What will it be like for you guys to play in one of the best arenas in the NHL tomorrow?
It will be pretty exciting. I think we're all looking forward to it. It should be a really good game, and, you know, the atmosphere is always pretty crazy here, so I think we're just excited to play.
I think we both got a lot of friends and family that are coming to the game, and it's just going to be fun to be able to play in front of them.
And hockey has been a part of your lives, I would imagine, from the time you were little boys throughout your careers. What has it meant to you to play outdoor hockey in the state of Minnesota and pond hockey and just have that be a part of your life?
It's been awesome. Some of my most memorable times playing hockey, I've been going to the outdoor rinks, rushing right after school with your sticks and gloves and skates and playing with your buddies until it gets dark and you got to go home for dinner. But yeah, though, it's just been a great experience. Just some of my best memories, going to the outdoor rinks.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be the player I am today without, the hours I spent outside just having fun. And I remember being out there 6-8 hours, ordering pizza to the Warman house, and just calling Mom, telling her, can we please stay a little longer, that type of thing. And it was just a great experience that you can't really find in other states. And it's something that's real special about Minnesota is how much outdoor ice is out here and available to everybody.
Guys, thanks so much for your time. Good luck to you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Chad Rao and Jared Palmer. Mike, back up to you guys.
Marty, thanks very much. Boy, it's something to see the minor leaguers underneath the helmet. They're such young men.
Yeah, they are.
Big guys, very young players.
Well, and they talked about playing outdoors when they were kids, and I wonder how many of these kids these professionals that played outdoors frostbit their toes and their hands like I did.
Sure.
The equipment today is a little bit better, and you can keep your hands warm, but they enjoyed it. It wasn't a task. It was a joy for them to go outside. And they talked about not wanting to get off the ice.
And don't you agree that the important thing about an event, not just like Hockey Day Minnesota, but really when anytime you get a chance to encourage kids to play, is don't get caught up in the fascination of playing in the NHL. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy your friends.
Without a doubt. And the likelihood of these kids getting into the NHL is not very high, but the opportunity to find the joy in the game of hockey and to find that playing outdoors is spectacular. That's what it's really all about. That's what this day is all about.
That's why we're seeing so many smiling faces in Moorhead, even though the ice is deteriorating a little bit. 2-1 is your score currently, right ahead of the third period. It is 2-1 in favor of Hill Murray. Folks, just a quick reminder, if you have missed anything at all with us today, we'd love you to go to the website. It is foxsportsnorth.com. Go ahead and click on, hey, what'd you miss? Check it out. Also, you can post your comments on air throughout the day by hitting that link. Check out a live stream. Maybe show off your backyard rink. We're going to talk about all those things throughout the day. Marnie Gellner has got your Gopher game, your Wild game, all types of analysts coming in. This is a full-on extravaganza, and we really appreciate you taking part in it. Gopher hockey game coming up after this one. Well, she was a Gopher All-American and Miss Hockey. He was a Gopher All-American and Mr. Hockey. And now, Chrissy Wendell and John Pohl are married. They're raising a pair of little girls in their hockey family. We're going to catch up with the Pohls during Quest Gophers Live. That is coming up a little bit later. Right now, 2-1 is your score. Also coming up a little later today, Apple Valley sophomore Hudson Fashing, an ace student, a state soccer champion, and one of Minnesota's top high school hockey players. And he's been invited to play for the U.S. National Team Development Program in Ann Arbor, Michigan. But saying yes would mean leaving home. That's a home where he's the loving big brother to Cooper and Mallory, his siblings who suffer from a rare cell disorder. That feature coming up right around 4:15 or so today. When we come back on Hockey Day Minnesota, we're going to get you caught up for what we hope is going to be an exciting third period. Hill Murray and Moorhead.
If basketball is your passion, then connect the right way at ihoops.com. ihoops.com is the ultimate online resource for youth basketball, designed to take your knowledge and skills to the next level. ihoops.com has something for everyone who loves and plays the game. Discover coaching techniques with animated playbooks and learn the fundamentals of the game from those who play it best. Connect at ihoops.com, the official youth basketball initiative of the NCAA and the NBA.
A guy named his own price wants a room tonight for $65.
We don't go lower than $130.
Big deal. Persuade.
Is it wise to allow a perishable item to spoil?
He asked, why leave a room empty?
The additional revenue easily covers operating costs.
$65 better than no dollars.
Okay, $65 for tonight.
You can't argue with a big deal.
Well, this is it. It's the last play of the night. He takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's going for it all. She's got it. Touchdown! A game winner. Exactly 1 year after the biggest game of their lives.
Oh,
Thanks, PA. I'll take it from here.
When it's got to be special, trust the folks at Continental Diamond. You'll see why Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine called it the best place to buy a diamond in the Twin Cities. Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park.
Win big with Menards and Fox Sports North. Just visit any participating Menards location and pick up your entry to win. One lucky grand prize winner will win a spring training baseball trip for 2, including airfare, 2 nights lodging, and admission for 2 to a spring training professional baseball game. One grand prize winner will be randomly selected. Visit any participating Menards location for complete sweepstakes rules and details. Brought to you by Menards and Fox Sports North.
Repair crews are out. A little bit of a delay here as we wait for the start of the third period in Moorhead. Hill Murray leading Moorhead 2-1. Warm temperatures, bright and sun. Shiny day is just causing a little bit of trouble for those folks there in Moorhead. But they'll right the ship. Hey, coming up later today on Hockey Day Minnesota, after that Hill Murray Moorhead game, the Gophers and Denver at Mariucci, and then the Wild taking on St. Louis right here at the XL Energy Center, where we have our Hockey Day desk. It's great to have you back with us, Mike Pomerantz. Hey, if you didn't know this, we want to share it with you. We have a fantastic event that's been going on. It's called the Kids Essay Day, and the kids will get a chance and have gotten a chance to submit their essays in hopes of winning this fantastic day here at the XL Energy Center. And our second finalist is Peyton Oy of Champlin Park, and he writes about why he likes to go to the rink.
The 2011 HEP Essay Contest. I love to go to the rink because. The third finalist is Peyton Oy from the Champlin Park Youth Hockey Association.
The rink has always brought the fun spirit. Playing shinny outdoors, having a practice indoors, a game. I'm always having fun. Watching the high school game with hot chocolate is still bringing that fun spirit. I love to glide on the ice. It brings you into a new world. Another way to have fun at the rink is to make new friends. This year, I had nobody on my team that I had on my team last year, but they are very nice. Now I'm already brought a friend to the movies. I am looking forward to a sleepover with my friends from the team. I am having fun with my new friends because of hockey. They are my friends. The rink is like my second home. That is why I love to go to it so much. The ice is one of my favorite things. It brings happiness to me. Like when I am having a crummy day, the rink usually cheers me up. The rink is Minnesota. What would Minnesota be like without the rink? The rink is like winter in Minnesota. It is always there. The rink needs Minnesota spirit and fun to be a great rink.
Peyton Oy from the Champlin Park Youth Hockey Association. The 2011 HEP Essay Contest.
Peyton is the second of 3 finalists. We're going to announce the winner tonight at Quest Wild Live post-game show. The winners get that XL Dream Package. They get to skate on the ice. They get to go to a game. And I just love the way Peyton was talking so clearly about, you know what, you have a crummy day, just go out to the ice, cheers you right up. It doesn't do any different for grown-ups.
The worst day at the rink is better than a bad day at the office or a good day at the office.
Yeah.
But he focused on spirit on the ice. It brings a lot of spirit. He also talked about friends and what he was able. He didn't play with any kids this year that he played with last year, and he's developed new friends. And that's partly what playing hockey is all about. It's building friendships throughout your life and taking them into your adulthood. It's really quite something.
It's wonderful. All righty, let's get you out to Moorhead now. Kevin Gorg is either causing trouble or likely helping patch the problems with some of the ice out there. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Mike. Well, they're doing a heck of a job here, diligently working throughout the intermission. Dry ice was brought in here to help solidify the blue line area and the goal crease area where all that blue paint is that's been baking in the sun. And so far, it looks like the ice has taken pretty well to it. The temperature's gotten a little cooler here in the last half an hour or so. So I think we're going to see a better surface. I'm not quite sure how playable that surface will be down below that goal line in the far end. That's been the real issue here. The officials now are going to come out and inspect that ice. And Bill Lechner, the head coach at Hill Murray, knows all about taking it outdoors and playing hockey, and he also knows what the key is to having success when you get outside.
Everything going at that goalie. Everything has to go at the goalie. Okay, guys, the system changes. Okay, it's not Hill Murray's system right now. It's just throw it at the net. Okay, we don't have a choice. Playing tennis ball hockey right now, inside out.
Well, tennis ball hockey is anyone who knows how to play boot hockey knows all about that. You take it outdoors with a tennis ball, you've got an area where it's bouncing, and you've got to control it. The best thing to do is throw it at the net and crash, and that is what Bill Lechner is imploring right now for his team to do, and hopefully the Pioneers can adjust to these rugged conditions. We bring back in the play-by-play voice of Hockey Day Minnesota here in Moorhead, Dick Bramer, and you can see Dick down in that crease, which was an issue last period. It looks a little bit better. There's some slush piled up, but at least it looks like it's starting to become solid.
It feels a little bit colder. Even a couple of degrees, I think, would help what they're trying to do here during the intermission. The sun has disappeared behind some clouds, although we have shadows on the ice. They're kind of diffused shadows. We don't have the direct sunlight on them, plus it's later in the day. So maybe a combination of things will help the ice conditions for the third period.
And you can see they're actually moving that crease up a notch, not nearly as far as they did last time. This time they're just moving it right through the blue paint. They're going to put the moorings in right now and try to solidify where that net sits. And you can see with that shovel, that area right behind the net is where the players were having a very hard time maintaining their balance and their footing if they retrieve the puck behind the goal.
Well, the extra time here between the second and third period has given Jim Rich a little extra time to scout the area for some food here in Moorhead.
Well, Dick and Kevin, every team has their own food, and Moorhead, nicknamed the Spuds, obviously, it's potatoes. And here it is right here. You can get your own baked potatoes at the game with cheese, butter, onions, what's it, a little hot sauce over there? Salsa, sour cream, all that for a low price of just $3. They've been shooting right out the door here. I'll bring you guys up some here as soon as they get some ready. But, of course, I have to sample them first. And you know what? Like the old saying goes, if you can't beat the Spuds, you can at least eat the Spuds.
And knowing Jim, if he's going to bring some up here, he's going to get the receipt so he can turn it in on the expenses, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
I beat him to the punch. In between games, I will admit to sampling the Spuds here.
Okay.
Phenomenal stuff. And what's cool, they've got the hockey families that are working in that shed serving the folks. So really everybody's kind of come together here in Moorhead to make this work. And to me, Dick, what's also impressive is these intermissions. I mean, you've got people from the fire department, you've got youth coaches out there, you've got multiple people working on this ice trying to make it playable, and the teams have yet to come back out. And the main areas right now are the crease and the blue lines, and they're working on both.
At one point, down at the goal in question on the north end, there were 7 men working on the conditions down there. 7 men at one time, and now we've got someone putting the finishing touches on what they hope will be the blue line for the third period.
Yeah, the bottom line is they want to finish the game outside. When you played the first 2 periods outdoors in the elements and it's Hockey Day Minnesota, the last thing you want to do is bring it inside. And we had to fight similar issues last year up in Hermantown. The conditions weren't sunny, but they were mid-40s with rain and sleet, which turned to snow. And there was talk of moving the games indoors last year, and nobody wants to do that. And I think right now what you're seeing is everybody kind of pulling together to ensure that it's, number one, safe, and number two, these kids can continue to play outdoors.
It's a novelty and it's an extraordinary afternoon of hockey, and one that people will remember for a long time. And back in Moorhead, the finishing touches we anticipate of the blue line, and then it looks as if we'll be ready to go here. Hill Murray coming back to the ice. We have not seen Moorhead, but I'm sure they'll be soon to follow, and we should be able to continue this hockey game. And then through 2 periods, here are the numbers. The important number, Hill Murray never has trailed in this game. They led 1-0 and now 2-1.
Yeah, they've outshot Moorhead, they've outplayed them, had the better chances, but that bottom line, the hits, needs to turn around for Moorhead. The one thing they can do right now to slow Hill Murray down is to get more physical. They've got some big size out there on that Spud team, and I would expect Morinville to have his troops ready to ramp it up here in the third period and try to get that next goal and tie it up.
Because the goal to our left, the north end, has been in question. We saw in the first game, because of the sun, that the teams switched ends midway through the third period. You wonder whether maybe they would not consider doing that for completely different reasons here in the third period.
I guess it'll depend on the footing, and it'll really come down to what they get for feedback from Hill Murray goaltender Tim Shaughnessy, the senior. And if he's able to maintain his position out there and it's not bothering him, I would bet they just roll right through it. If he's having issue, then they might switch it. The one reason Hill Murray might not want to do that is on the forecheck in the offensive end in that north side. It's very difficult to cycle the puck off the wall and make plays, and Hill Murray loves to do that. I think they'd much prefer to be in the other end, the south end, where it's much more pristine.
Well, Hill Murray is back here, and now the Moorhead Spuds have returned to the ice as well, and we anticipate another good third period. We had that in the first game, a third period that forced an overtime period before Wayzata edged Roseau 2-1, and here we've got a 2-1 game. Now just looking as Moorhead was taking the ice, Cody Raymond came off the boards area, and as he tried to push off at the blue line, his skate dug in, and we'll have to watch the skating conditions here throughout this third period.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these teams adjust what they want to do, and I think Hill Murray, as the period went on, started to figure out how treacherous it was crossing the blue line. And even on that second goal, you saw Jake Gensel make a slight little adjustment as he entered the zone, and he passed that puck rather than skate it in, and that allowed Bruschi to get the slot and then eventually make the play to score the goal.
Well, Dave Morinville had his Moorhead team skate here practice yesterday and also on Thursday, but the ice conditions Thursday and yesterday far different than they are here today.
Yeah, obviously the ice now much warmer, and as we look at where these teams are going, I think they are going to split this period up, because in the far end to our left, Bitzer is right back where he was in period 2. That tells me he'll play the first 10 minutes, and that first whistle after the 10-minute mark, they'll eventually switch back to where they normally would be in the third period.
So a 2-1 hockey game with Hill Murray an explosive offense, and Moorhead has held that lineup to just 2 goals through 2 periods. But they've had a tough time, the Spuds have, getting any clean scoring opportunities throughout the first 34 minutes.
Their best bet now is to establish some type of a forecheck, and we heard Bill Lechner talk about it on the Hill Murray bench, which sounds of the game. But if I'm Moorhead, I want to throw pucks in the net. I want to get that size down around Shaughnessy and take away the vision and look for some rebounds. There have been loose pucks that have come back off the goaltender's pads in this game so far.
Brian Christian and Bobby Bruschi get this third period started. And Bruschi skates in, quick wrist shot, and right there is Michael Bitzer. Bruschi right off the draw, skating in, getting the puck and putting on a shot. And now Bruschi stumbles a little bit in that area behind the net.
That's why if you're the team on the attack in this end, you want to work the puck out high.
Here's Ben Ba firing it wide. Chopped behind the net. And Christian tries to work it out for Moorhead. Here's Terry Lebo. Jacob Uglum skating in. His shot deflected straight up in the air and out of play.
Yep. Don't let your line go up, Uggy. Here we go.
Dave, what are the challenges here on this as we get this third period underway? The condition of the ice, people have done everything they possibly can, I would suspect.
Well, I told them about the CO2 a while ago, and I'm glad we're finally using that, but I don't know if it can save it out there, especially in front of the crease right there. The goaltender for Bitzer for us has a tough time moving just like their guy does.
Hill Murray with the puck behind their own net. And cleared down the ice. And icing is called. The face-off coming back at the other end, and an injured player for Hill Murray.
Yeah, in the far corner. Took a bad step, not sure.
Looks like Zach Lavelle.
He lost an edge, but anything near the wall or in the blue paint, whether it's the crease or the blue lines, is a soft area. And we had our heads turned to watch that puck to see if he was going to make it the length of the rink for icing. And he took a bad step, and obviously that's something that Bill Lechner will address right now on the bench.
Again, one of the referees skating backwards across the blue line directly in front of us took a tumble as he hit the blue line because of the soft ice.
And he has to have his head on a swivel watching the play, and he couldn't see the blue line coming, and Nick caught him off guard in a hurry.
Back out of the zone, and now Ba has it for Hill Murray. Tried to feed it up ahead. Puck deflected by Uglum, and now Uglum rolls it up ahead to twin brother Nick. Here's Bolton. Checked off the puck. Cleared but not out. And icing will be called, and we'll have a face-off back at the north end.
Yeah, Hill Murray right now spinning their 4 lines aggressively. Deep hockey team, as we talked about, 9 players with 20 points plus. Bill Lechner not afraid to put any of these 4 lines out there. They go 6 deep back on the blue line. That's what's going to make them a tough beat here in the final couple weeks as we get ready for sectional hockey. Hill Murray plays in Section 4 AA. White Bear Lake, their arch rivals. Stillwater and Phil Housley in that mix, along with Roseville, some of the top contenders. But Hill Murray right now, not only a favorite to win that section, maybe the favorite across AA hockey to win the state championship this year. Rugby scrum on the slush down there, Dick. Look at that.
Players literally tiptoeing through the slush. Shot on goal, and right there is Bitzer to steer it aside. Finally cleared by Terry Lebo. And another player tumbles backwards over the blue line. This time it was Hill Murray's Travis Wood, whose skates got caught in the slush.
Yeah, all the players right now are really apprehensive as they move throughout the rink. And the sun is back out, unfortunately. And normally we never say that in Minnesota, especially in the winter.
Year.
But the sun is back out. And in this ice, they've done everything they can possibly do. And it just isn't taken.
Shot right on goal. Shaughnessy there with the save. Loose puck out in front. High in the slot. Rolling free shot to goal. Brian Christian ties it up at 2.
Oh, the big crowd still on hand. The head coach right there. You just saw a look at Dave Morinville. He had the fist pump going. What a goal by the Moorhead Spuds. Home crowd loving this play. It's a basic play off an offensive zone faceoff win. You can see it all starts with Brian Christian winning the draw and getting the puck on net. And then watch 11 and White right there. Watch where he goes without the puck. He finds the seam to the weak side post, gets the puck, and shows some great athletic ability. Spinning around, putting the backhand home. And we are tied at 2.
And now Holler comes in for Hill Murray. A shot right on goal, and Bitzer flips it into the crowd. Big save by Michael Bitzer.
Yeah, it might have gone off his shoulder, then off the crossbar. Now it currently is rolling through the parking lot about 100 yards away. That thing was rifled to the upper corner. And the goaltender's best friend, watch the replay here. Watch this shot. Off the shoulder, off the crossbar. And look at this. Look at the ice right here. Whoops.
Yep. Well, we've seen the soft ice impact goal scoring in this game, but your biggest concern, of course, is the health of the players.
Especially right now in February. Both these coaches have aspirations of coming to downtown St. Paul for the state tournament, and the absolute last thing you want is any of these players jeopardizing the finish of their season.
2-2 our score. And the puck pinned against the boards. Brendan Johnson from Moorhead trying to work the puck along the boards. Lavelle for Hill Murray. Now the puck cleared back out to center and beyond. Rolling right in on goal. And Shaughnessy pushes it ahead to Schultz. Schultz across the line. Boy, the puck just stops. And now flicked into the air near the blue line, but not out. Comes Moorhead, Ben Dota, speediest guy in this field of 4, according to the skills competition last night.
Outdoor ice, probably the great equalizer, as speed gets negated by this ice.
Centering pass comes all the way through. Now at center ice, it's Sean Kunkel firing it back in for Moorhead. Lauren French leading a rush for Hill Murray. Wrist shot sailing wide. Backhand shot sticked away by Bitzer. And off the net Whistle and a stoppage of play with 12:48 left in the third period.
We'll be getting updates from throughout the state of hockey. You can go to foxsportsnorth.com to watch any of the great stories or highlights from these games up in Moorhead. We have an update right now on a high school game down south. Apple Valley and Burnsville locked in a good one at the Burnsville Civic Arena. Hudson Fasching and the Apple Valley Eagles lead 2-1 early second period. And of course, coming up in the next hour or so, you'll get a great look at that Hudson Fasching story. Very unique situation for one of the state's best players.
Shaughnessy covers up, and the faceoff will be down in front of the Pioneer goal.
That was Tim Shaughnessy taking that puck and just basically hanging on. And let's not forget, Moorhead tied the game up on a similar offensive zone faceoff where they were able to get the puck to the net.
Now pass up ahead. Here is Bobby Brewski with a shot. That looked like it hit the stick of goaltender Michael Bitzer.
Bitzer used the knob of the stick to make that big save, and here come the Spuds the other way.
Brink with a backhand shot. Glove saved by Shaughnessy. Eric Brink with a great scoring opportunity. There he is again. Right in front. Jesse DeShalis fanning on the shot inside the blue line, and now the Pioneers come away with it momentarily, or at least clear it to center ice.
Both teams now getting great chances to the net. Pipes, big saves. We got ourselves a good one even in these conditions. Both these teams showing their skill.
Slap shot and a blast handled by Bitzer. Moorhead leading it back the other way. This is Logan Ness. Here is Luke Bolton with a shot sailing wide. Logan Ness takes it in for the Spuds. Bolton leading it back the other way. Holler with a shot right on, and a big save by Michael Bitzer. 2-2 our score, approaching the midway point of the third period.
The Unprepared Man's Guide to the Outdoors. For the unprepared man, there's only one rule when packing for the outdoors. Can it fit into a briefcase? Any survival briefcase includes a few basics: an energy drink, lip balm, a change of dress shoes, and a quality shoe polish. If room permits, pack some entertainment.
Don't be that guy. Come into Gander Mountain and get everything for your next outdoor adventure. Gander Mountain, we live outdoors.
2-2 our score, and then the goaltenders took over.
Yeah, both the goalies in the last couple of shifts have made saves. This one off the knob of the stick and maybe again off the crossbar, then the other way. Watch this little dainty move to the near side. Might have caught the outside of the post right there. Wow.
So 2 apiece. And the referee over talking at the Hill Murray bench. Now we're ready to go. Right on goal, big save by Bitzer. Loose puck picked up at the blue line. Fanning on the shot was Travis Wood. Here come the Spuds. Puck dumped into the corner. Logan Ness, first man there for Moorhead. Spinning out of the corner is Christian. Losing the puck to Travis Wood, who leads it back the other way for Hill Murray. This is Charlie Samper. Moorhead's Bryant Christian. Shot, oh, big pad save by Shaughnessy. Centering pass picked away by Conrad Samper. Samper with a wrist shot, and Bitzer right there again to make the save.
Again, fire wagon hockey. Both teams getting odd number looks, 3-on-2s, both direction, and both goaltenders come up big. First, it was through traffic. Look at the pad there, down low. Beautiful save by Tim Shaughnessy. Hill Murray came back the other way, and a nice save by Michael Bitzer. Solid offense by both these teams.
Puck lying along the frame of the net, and now wraparound attempt hits the side of the net. Shot sails wide. Rolling to the side of the net and now to the corner. We should point out midway through the second period, the goal to our left was moved in front of the goal line because of the poor ice conditions, and that's where the net is to start the third period. And again, we are under the assumption that about midway through this third period, the teams will change ends. In the first game today, they did that because of the sun. Now we're told they're not going to change ends.
Make a lot of sense, but they're going to figure it out. One thing they're getting right now is good offense, both sides. These teams have really found a way to adjust to these elements, and I'm really impressed with the tremendous puck movement throughout this ice. And Moorhead is going to deal with the tough ice.
Centering in front. And Bitzer was there to close the scoring attempt. Coming through again, Bitzer with a save. Puck goes through to the other side. Backhanded, Bitzer closing off the angle, makes the save. Centering pass. Now the puck deflected right up the slot. And Logan Ness controlling the puck for Hill Murray. Finally, it's cleared down the ice.
Bitzer had lost his stick on that most recent forecheck by Hill Murray. Has it back now, and he's ready to roll. And Hill Murray now trying to take over the hockey game. They've seen Moorhead come back a couple times now on him. It's 2-2, and Pioneers being tested for class as the #1 team in AA.
Back down the ice. Hill Murray breaks it out. Blake Heinrich sends it up the ice. Nick Hotskin retrieves it for Moorhead. Bobby Brewski to the point. Shot right on. Bitzer with a save, and the rebound cleared out of there to the side. Centered right in front. Fanning was Brewski, and the Spuds clear it down the ice. Kevin Schultz for Hill Murray. Held in at the point. Centering the pass by DeShatis is deflected. And cleared now to center. More than 7 minutes left in this third period. Tied at 2. We had overtime in the first game today. Wayzata beating Roseau 2-1.
Once again on this shift, Jake Gensel was floating out behind the defense of Moorhead, and Coach Dave Moorville had to scream to make alert his defenseman of where that player was. It was a clean break if that puck would have gotten through, and that's something Hill Murray's been trying all afternoon.
Offsides will bring the face-off outside the blue line. With just under 7 minutes left now in the third period.
Now they are going to switch ends. So constant flux here outdoors. There you get a look at the panoramic view of this beautiful facility right next to the Moorhead Youth Arena. Game started early this morning. The Mites took the ice around 8 o'clock. We were treated to an overtime game in game 1. Wayzata winning 2-1. Now a 2-2 game, but we've seen some fantastic hockey.
So now Hill Murray attacking the goal to the right. And Moorhead the goal to the left. Held in at the point by J.D. Catronio. A goal earlier today. Now a loose puck in the circle picked away by Brendan Johnson. Johnson feeds center ice. Logan Ness brings it across. Now free to the point, Jacob Uglum. As the ball, or the puck roll back into center ice. And now Hill Murray controls. Puck deflected over the boards and over the Moorhead bench. We've got a break in the action with a little more than 6 minutes to go in period number 3. This is Hockey Day, Minnesota.
I inherited my father's '69 Norton Commando. It's been a dream of mine to restore it.
It's my dream for him to finish it. Frank has something great to save up for.
This is my dad. Isn't that cool?
And a very understanding girlfriend. I showed him a Wells Fargo savings account with my savings plan.
And what it does is it takes a little bit of my money and puts it towards my goal. I want to get all the original parts and do it right for my dad.
There's a couple months in between parts, so one at a time.
Wells Fargo, with you when it's time to save.
It has been a beautiful day, and we've had some great hockey teams, great hockey players. And an interesting finish here in this 2-2 game, getting the late periods now of the third period. Saved by Shaughnessy. Spuds trying to take their first lead of the game. They trailed 1-0 and 2-1. Here come the Pioneers. French tried to fire a shot on goal. Nick Oxton for the Spuds, out to center ice. Bouncing puck picked up by Tony Uglum. Kevin Becker waiting and finally firing it in. And icing is called. We'll bring it back to the south end of the rink.
One of the few times when the puck has been cleared from someone's end that it's actually made it for icing.
Had enough steam to get down to the other end.
And that's critical because late in the game now, when these teams get into a situation when they're being pressured, you can basically throw it around, and very rarely will it actually cost you a defensive zone faceoff. Moorhead's used this thing the last period and a half brilliantly when they've been getting forechecked by Hill Murray just to throw it out.
Ben Baugh on the draw against Eric Brink. Here's the AA rankings provided by Let's Play Hockey. Hill Murray #1. Wayzata winning game 1 here. Streaking across the line, Selberg. The shot wide and then onto the net. And we'll have a face-off at the other end. Moorhead out of 8AA along with Roseau, and they have been a 2-team dynasty out of Section 8.
Well, when you combine for 45 state tournament appearances, it's obvious those are the two teams to beat every single year. The neat thing is you're kind of getting a preview today with both teams playing in different games. I'm sure there's some scouting going involved, some tape that'll mix its way around. And we'll be back again this year.
Ben Baugh breaking in, shoots. He scores! Ben Baugh on a breakaway, beating Michael Bitzer, and it's 3-2 Hill Murray.
That's the last guy you want to give room to entering the zone. It turns into a mild breakaway for Bill Lechner's Pioneers, and the leading goal scorer lights the lamp in crafty fashion. Look at this, right to the 5-hole, gets in tight. Goaltender didn't commit, found some room right in between the pads, right there. That's a goal scorer's goal all the way. Ben Baugh's 24th goal of the season, and Hill Murray has their third one-goal lead of the game.
They led 1-0, 2-1, and now 3-2. Under 5 minutes to play. Here's Bryant Christian. The puck moved it up ahead to Ness, and now the neutral ice. Shot right on goal, and Bitzer digs it out with the glove hand.
Now, if you're Moorhead, you're going to have to take some chances. You're going to specifically here off this defensive zone faceoff have to start flying forward out of the zone, and then the offensive end, especially with the conditions the way they are here late in the afternoon, you've got to pinch that strong side defenseman down, get 4 players in deep, and get puck to the net. They've come back twice already. We'll see if they can do it one more time.
Bolton in the corner for Hill Murray. Puck swung around to the near side. Petronio tried to hold it in, but may have stumbled in the slush around the blue line. Spuds looking for an answer here late in the third period.
Well, Hill Murray has outshot them 14-5 here in this final stanza, and that's why they've been able to retake the lead.
Working along the boards, persevering and staying with it is Volton.
1-on-5 right now to buy time for a line change. What a great shift here by Luke Bolton, the sophomore center.
Finally, the Spuds break it free. Bouncing puck over the stick of Brendan Johnson. This is Nick Uglum breaking in. Shot right on goal. Shaughnessy loses it behind him, but reaches back and gloves it and holds on.
Both players meet their demise behind the net. They were in check as they head to the kind of the goal line there to fight for that loose puck. And as we watch the replay unfold, you'll see a couple things happen. Number one, you'll see Shaughnessy make a save and then kind of lose track of his balance, trying to get back to that post. And watch this. 1 and then 2. Down you go.
With about 3.5 minutes left and Hill Murray protecting a 3-2 lead. Well, finally dumped but not out. Spuds keep it back in. Jacob Uglum hammering it back near the goal line. Holding it in again at the point. Spuds are succeeding in keeping it in the offensive end, but unable to get much set up there. Now the puck just simply stops in the slush behind the net. It's a 3-2 Hill Murray lead late in the third period.
Forget the gas, forget the smoke. Jiffy introduces the first 4-cycle propane engine.
The new Jiffy Pro 4 propane-powered ice drill has all the performance you would expect out of the Jiffy ice drills. No primer, no choke. You can't flood it, smoke-free, quieter running, very, very low emissions. And to sum it all up, it's environmentally friendly, and it doesn't get any better than that.
The Jiffy Pro 4, we just made ice fishing more fun.
Here's the game summary with Hill Murray up a goal.
Hill Murray got it started out right there with J.D. Catronio. An answer made by Frank on the break. Hill Murray once again gets the lead. This time it's Brewski after a great pass from Genzel. But Moorhead has the answer. Brian Christian off an offensive zone face-off win. And then the difference in the hockey game right now, Ben Boz, 24th of the season on the lone break. 3-2 Pioneers.
Bill Lechner looking on, hoping his top-ranked Pioneers can hang on here. And the Spuds control the puck after the face-off. Brendan Johnson tied up in the corner by 2 Pioneers. Jesse DeShatis wrestles it free for the Spuds. Now here come the Pioneers. Jonah Johnson. And the play comes in offside. The face-off coming back in neutral ice.
Right now, if you're Hill Murray on that play right there, just get the puck in deep. Yeah, you see players trying to skate through the blue line. It doesn't work. Get the puck in. And then right now with a 1-goal lead, keep at least 3 players back. Allow 2 guys to freewheel on that offensive end, but you don't want to be trying to make plays. If it gets coughed up and they go the other way, now Moorhead could have a 3-on-2 and a chance to tie it.
Hammered in by Johnson. The puck just kind of dies in the corner. Back out to the point and out. Retrieved by Lebo. Over to Jacob Uglum. Bryant Christian fighting for it for the Spuds. They need possession of the puck and some good scoring opportunities. At least one good one. Then Bob near the blue line. And it's Bob backhanding it through the circle into the corner.
Good smart play right there. Now you get 1 man in. Bill Lechner has 4 players back. No chance of an odd number rush the other way. Smart coaching and great execution here by Hill Murray playing with the lead.
The Pioneers doing a great job controlling the puck here late in the third period with a 1-goal lead. And tying it up as Bao had a good shift. Didn't have any great scoring opportunities, but they took that line, took some precious time off the clock.
And right now, for Dave Morinville and Moorhead, you have to be thinking about pulling the goaltender. And obviously, you can't do that with a face-off in your own end. Time for maybe a timeout, drop a play to get the puck in deep, and get the goaltender out.
The 2011 Red Baron WCHA Final Five returns to XL Energy Center March 17th through the 19th. 2 new teams in the WCHA, and the tournament now 6 teams strong, and every game counts. It's a must-see hockey event, one of the most highly anticipated weekends of the college hockey season. Ticket packages are on sale now. To get in on the action, call Ticketmaster at 800-745-3000. Visit XLEnergyCenter.com or stop by the XL Energy Center box office.
Some of the best hockey in the country played in the WCHA. It's now the premier conference in college hockey. You looked at Jonathan Taves raising that Stanley Cup last year for the Chicago Blackhawks, another graduate of the WCHA. Nothing better than that final tournament to see who gets to hoist up the McNaughton Trophy and head on to the NCAA. Some great teams on display. And if you like WCHA hockey, top of the hour now. We're inside 45 minutes away from the number 4 team in the country, Denver Pioneers, facing off against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Terrific game last night. Kent Patterson, solid again in goal for Minnesota. Denver wins the game on a goal by Jason Zucker, a Wild draftee, 2-1. So stay tuned for Gopher hockey at 5, Wild hockey at 8, as Hockey Day in Minnesota continues all the way into the wee hours of the night.
And in this game, 1:27 left. Hill Murray hanging on to that 1-goal lead. Ryan Christian pulls the puck back off the draw. An important face-off. Spud's trying to get something going the other way. Trying to get the puck out into the attacking zone to get the goaltender out of the game. It's hard to do that when the puck was right in front of Michael Bitzer.
Bad part of that timeout is you gave Hill Murray a chance to rest his top line, and they've been a tough beat here shift by shift.
Bitzer leaving the crease, and there he goes to the bench. Puck held in at the point. Nice move, spin move by Brink as he skates into the circle. Turns and fires into the side of the net. And the puck is buried in there somewhere underneath 3 or 4 players.
Goaltender Tim Shaughnessy does a real nice job of just holding his ground on that post with the puck down low and bodies banging into him. He did not budge. Watch 33 in black right there, holding strong, left skate up against that post just the way you want to do it. And then look at the guys in front protecting him.
44 seconds left. And off the board, puck held in at the point, shot right on goal, up high. Shaughnessy with a save, and he picked it out of midair to force a face-off.
Shaughnessy saving his best work for late. This time he has to elevate. Watch right now as there's traffic. Goalie can go down low in the crouch. Sometimes they can elevate and find that puck, and then look at that. Nearly a baseball bat goal out of midair, if not for the glove of the goaltender.
A shot wide from the circle. Brendan Johnson fighting for the puck for Moorhead. Brink with time running out. Here's Christian. Christian feeds it behind the net. Puck rolls through to the circle. Hill Murray with it. And it's cleared out to center ice and then out of play. 3-2. Hill Murray in front.
If not for a valiant effort, though, by the hometown Spuds, they have battled the #1 team in the state all afternoon. Adverse conditions. Great goaltending by both Bitzer and Shaughnessy. Both games come down to the final seconds. Couldn't ask for more here.
And that will all but do it with the puck hammered off the boards. But now an icing call will send the faceoff back right in front of Shaughnessy.
And let's not forget, Moorhead's second goal was all about center Brian Christian pushing the puck through the legs of the player he was facing off against and getting the puck to the net. And right now, with 4 ticks left, there's just enough time to get a shot off for the tying goal.
Christian turns and fires, hits traffic in front. Quick shot, hits traffic in front, never got to the goaltender, and Hill Murray prevails 3-2.
Well,
so a
once
flurry
again,
and a great opportunity at the end, but no shots on goal.
Tim Shaughnessy saved the day at the end. The number 1 team survived. They win 3-2.
And Mike Pomerantz, another 1-goal game up here in Moorhead.
Guys, great games, great games. Welcome back to Hockey Day Minnesota, presented by Wells Fargo. Coming up, a lot of stuff to cover, some great features, some fun you're going to want to be aware of. We'll make you all up to date on that, and also get you ready for the Gophers play in Denver and the Wild against the St. Louis Blues. Back in a moment.